And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived. As soon as I start talking, one fan of somebody that just wanted to stop by. Hey, definitely probably gonna change the gain on this. Cuts off really fast. Like if when I have a background, but I always get bam. So there should be a good amount of like rest noise when I'm not talking instead of just straight silence or cutting off whenever I like start to mutter, which you know what I'm saying happens. It happens to the best of us. Hoo. Loki didn't want to do the stream, but I just wanted to get it. Just wanted to get it out, man. I was like, I had to do it. I had to do it to him. Wait a minute. There it is. Yep. It's 85, but it's sitting strong. That's good. Usually I'm in a rush, but take it easy right now. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm a slow startup anyway. I'm not exactly a, you know what I'm saying, right out the gate. Gotta wind it up. So not as prepared as I wanted to be because I definitely had to get this out actually on Friday the 13th. My OCD poking out again. I just couldn't let it go on. You know what I'm saying? I could not let it go on without, you know what I'm saying? Because Friday the 13th was a good day. The chapter, well, not technically, because it technically hasn't come out, but it's out. And because of that, since the chapter came out super late, it was basically in the morning. Oof, why is my stuff up so high? Look, it's still going strong though. Okay, now it looks bad. Close this. Sorry, I was getting on the road too. So to close a few things. I said I was gonna get to a slow start, so y'all have to bear with me while I go through my task manager. Cause I'd rather get this started now than having to really be on a roll and then having to figure out what's going on. System interruption, 100%. Why is it doing this? I was good before. Am I running too much settings? Maybe. Yeah, I can't fix it now. I'm in the middle of it, and I don't think it's going that bad. No, I'm looking on it now. Looks like I'm good. So, all right, back to what I was saying. I got rudely interrupted by my own system, but I'm in the yellow. So minor issues. Might have to hit that temp up. All right. Well, we'll have a quick Streamlabs tutorial. If your computer's ever running slow, one of the many reasons could be that your computer is holding onto a bunch of temp files that's being saved in a folder. If you look for the folder, it should be percent, like the actual percent sign, temp percent, and clear all that out. A lot of it, depending on your computer, is going to ask you, oh, I can't delete this. So should I, skip? Most of the time, just skip. You know what I'm saying? Unless you actually know what the actual, file is that you're trying to delete. But why did it go up to 64%? Oh, wait. Is it? I should have some of my recycling bin too. This is a really I didn't mean for the for my bash to start off so slow, but it gotta go perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather spot clean at the beginning when people starting to trickle in than you know, being in the middle of the party. All right, now it's time to start cleaning. So just getting it and knock me down a little bit. Just a twad. All right. So we're in here. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and switch that since probably won't need that right now. Just, you know, me talking. So Friday 13th, crazy day. Chapter came out. Chapter was good. We'll talk about the chapter later. Overall, just for the implications and the information and the pacing, it's a good chapter. You know what I'm saying, to me. So moving on from that, we gotta talk about, you know, the state of the valley itself. You know, Vulture Valley, the main, you know what I'm saying, stretch. You gotta trek through my vast island. You know what I'm saying. Savage City. You know, streets are pretty desolate right now. We really don't have ships. We don't have a lot of ships, you know what I'm saying? We got a few dinghies, but we ain't got no galleons, you know what I'm saying? We have a small trade route set up, you know what I'm saying? Like, not a lot of, you know what I'm saying, big clientele yet, but you know, it's coming. And 50 subs, that's definitely a good start to that journey. Me, you know what I'm saying, going through interacting with people, making people feel a certain way when I stream or talk about different subjects. And most of the time, it's the best of my ability. I try not to get too excited, but it's whenever you're on a roll and you're actually talking about something that you know have a bit of knowledge at, and you're trying to convince someone else, it gets out of hand. But most of the time, if we have like good subjects and the right amount of people, then we can turn any small subject, whether it be like the minuscule power scaling or the, you know what I'm saying, the hard hitting questions about life and the implications of the story itself and what it's actually, you know, saying or what it's supposed to say or what the author's intending it to say, all these different things. And I feel like I'm trying to cultivate a place, you know what I'm saying, that we can all, like, we as in the 52, I keep saying 50, the 52, I'm saying it's the freaking, the bash is for just breaking the 50 mark, but we broke it by 2 on Friday the 13th. We got a couple minutes left before that happens, so before I start, like, you know, doing, you know, pretty much whatever I want, and talking, hopefully various people or just myself. I feel like the weird time I got off and the weird time I got ready to start streaming, everyone's either already tired from looking at streams all day or their actual life, and it's Friday, so hopefully people are actually off, because there's a lot of jobs that aren't actually off on the weekend. It's just like Friday is just an arbitrary thing, and that's where I'm at. I used to have Friday, Saturday off, so this stream would have probably went longer than what it probably will, but it's like I said, I definitely had to just start before the clock ran out on today because I wanted to, you know, get this up, and then I'm gonna have to well, it's late. I forget we're in different time zones, but I was gonna call a few people, but I'll have to do that tomorrow because of my time zone and how late I get off work and everything I gotta do in between then, all the homework and all that. Because I'm excelling in a few areas in my life, and I'm hoping to make this one a third. 50 subs is, like I said, a good start. You know what I'm saying? It's the most I've ever had thus far, so I can't complain really. And I want to keep growing. I want to keep expanding. You know, making content, making actual edited content is a very big step that I hope I'll be able to, you know, squeeze in, and I think that'll be a good showing once I, you know what I'm saying, say that I earned the 50 that I got. because I know you guys like hearing me talk about certain things, or you just my homies and sub to me. But there's a few out there like this guy, this nigga spitting. You know what I'm saying? And some are just pure, Spider-Man fans. So I'm glad y'all had the opportunity to see someone out there championing Spider-Man as he should, and every now and then, championing Sanji because he needs the love. A lot of people want to share love out here, man. They just want to hate, and find little holes, you know what I'm saying, to poke, or find or try to poke holes in any little happiness they find. But we just gonna keep inflating, you know what I'm saying. We just gonna keep blowing up in the streets. Shout out to everyone who actually sticks around. Black, first person on my comment, you know what I'm saying, trying to ask me where I'm at in my own stream. I should already be streaming, but I had to set something up. I had to do the thumbnail real quick because I didn't really plan on doing this today, but then I thought of all the things that was like culminating today, and I was like, this is a great time actually to get this done. So quirk elasticity, something about My Hero came out. That's another thing I have to get started in. Well, not started because I might read My Hero right now. Just, you know what I'm saying, just because it's like I try to break my videos up in different, playlists and profile playlists, but sometimes either I don't put them in there or I don't make a folder until like I do like a couple episodes. But all these different things I got going on, they will have a theme and they will have an actual point. You know what I'm saying? You may say chapter was fire this week. Man, I want to catch up. I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part, just like I'm part of One Piece, because I can see the end on the horizon, and there's no reason My Hero Academia can't stretch out their story for like. I'm not even gonna say anything about the. Well, okay, so if. I ain't gonna say nothing because I'm pretty sure there's people like me who is behind and hasn't read to the part where Deku starts like going ham. You know what I'm saying? He was going hard before. He's going ham now. So I don't want to spoil the people that's to that point. But actually, no. If you well, no, because new people could watch it. I don't know. I'm about to say because I've read up to a certain point. Like if you go back and look at my. You know what I'm saying, My Hero things, you know exactly where I'm at. So I wouldn't be spoiling you because you know where I'm at. But who's going to go back and watch me read old My Hero chapters? So I was supposed to do it like, you know what I'm saying, all at one time. Like just keep knocking it out and eventually catch up in like a week or two. But I had so many ideas for so many different segments or different playlists I want to do. Because I like having like different, like, all right, here's what I'm going to talk about this. I'm probably going to veer off, but here's what we're going to start with. And today's was no exception. We got to thank Florian, Black. I forgot my boy's name when I was reading Hunter x Hunter. He was there. And that was his thing. I stopped reading that, so he kind of stopped coming by. But once I start cranking out Hunter x Hunter, can't wait to meet up with that dude again. My 50th sub, Calvin T. I don't know if he's gonna stop by today, but he's the one that pushed me over 50. So that shouts out to him, the 50th sub, and I got like 2 more after that. I don't know who they are. I can't remember, but I think one was Joe, my boy Joe from Twitter, and one more person. But shout out to all of you, making this milestone possible. I'm eventually going to move on to this screen I actually wanted to do, but I wanted to make sure I get everything out, and it's officially not Friday the 13th anymore. So celebration, you know what I'm saying? We had a nice little build-up celebration. Like I said, appreciate to you all, and now it's just 12:01. I can officially move on to the main source of the video, what we're actually gonna do today. And I was gonna put this behind Sanji, but I was like, I'm gonna let Black shine, you know what I'm saying? Let my boy Black, because he's out here, you know what I'm saying, representing. He be in my streams, asking questions. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have not on record, but if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have like confirmation. You know what I'm saying? That I was like, yo, Kanjiro's a traitor, and here's why. Because he was like, yo, why do you think I like? Who do you think is a traitor? And I told him it was either Kanjiro or Kiku. And you know what I'm saying? I had like 4 other people in there. I think Nap, BDV, I think Hunter was there. Everybody who basically read the spoilers. I think out of my group, I think Grand and I are the only 2 who don't read spoilers. But we're the only 2 who really live react. So I mean, it makes sense. Yeah. Shout out to Black. So we can I can finally get this out of the way. And I'm mad because I could have had the chapter in this cool spot yesterday instead of just me, but I forgot that the volume for it was down here. I found the volume box. A second too late, but we're gonna use it now. There's no reason for Sanji to actually be blocking the whole thing. I just need him there to, chill with me, couch boys for life. But today, little Crimson-Caravan. Don't know if any of you are a big fan of Fallout. My dog is mad. Why are you mad? I don't know if any of you are familiar with Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, 76, and even Fallout Shelter. Fallout Shelter on the phone is actually pretty fun. I was gonna dabble in some Yu-Gi-Oh today, just go battle random people online. Since I'm already going through since I'm going through most of what I think alright. Can't be selfish on 50 sub day. You gotta give to the people. And right now my people is mad. He keeps whining. A little Shaq. So y'all go grab snacks. And I'll probably play 1 or 2 duels and then end up playing Dragon Ball Z and talking about random stuff. But for right now, I need to go take my dog outside. I'll be back.
I'm here. 1 second. This is.
Shit. Oh, fuck. We're not supposed to be talking. I was really focused on trying to get this man Valen in. Bro, we here.
All right. I'm back.
My headphones back.
Congratulations on them 50, Jack.
What's happening?
Congratulations on that 50, man.
Oh, yeah. Much appreciated.
That's what's all the way up, my bro.
It was a collective effort. And thanks to, most of my, all of my niggas, all my friends on the intranets helping me, you know what I'm saying, in every way they could. Especially you, BDV, Nap, all y'all.
Hey, we here, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I was alright. So I had a big thing. I was gonna, you know what I'm saying.
Confession? You gonna pull an Usher right now?
The confessions. Yeah, man. I had to let the people know the state of Savage City right now. You know what I'm saying. I had to let them know that we are the Valley Pirates, aka the Savage Pirates, trademark pending. Because I don't know which one I'm gonna pick yet. We, the motherfucking pirates, don't have ships. We don't have ways to travel. We don't have connection with the outside world. We just own this island, the Vulture Valley, and we just sitting here, but we making shit pop. We got different, you know what I'm saying, segments. We got the Crimson-Caravan going. We got the Retro Art Theater. We got all these different things, and I'm trying to make it so that I can get, you know what I'm saying, more and more people in, more communication with the bigger YouTube community, because once you know what I'm saying, once you get to 50, that's a special number. You know what I'm saying? You have a responsibility to your subs to get, you know what I'm saying, get that 100, get that 200, that 500, and, you know, everything above that.
Yeah, from here to there, man. That's how it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do now. But, you know. Oh fuck! Did you peep the fucking onesie though?
The onesie?
The onesie.
No, let me pull it back up.
It's game time.
Oh, the Spider-Man one, right?
Yeah, we out here.
You had that for a minute though, right?
For a minute, like this is my jam, and my barometer for how fat I'm getting. If I can't fit into it, it's all bad. But I can still get in it, so.
I like that. I got a Chewbacca one that's always fit me like a condom.
Hey, as long as you can get in it, man, we up through there.
Facts.
Oh man, appreciate you stopping by though, bro.
I was gonna go to Disney in it, but like you can very clearly see the whole Schmeat outline.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm not like
that's
trying to like eye level with the kids. Look at Chewbacca's gun. Hey.
I thought fucking I can't remember his name. I had a good setup going. What's it's Chewbacca and Solo Hans. There it is. I missed it, but you know it'll come back around hopefully. But yeah, man, appreciate you stopping by for the celebration, the party.
Oh, man. I was laying in bed and it was like, oh, he went live. All right.
Yeah, man, I'm on a pretty good streak lately, and I had to meditate. I found like my little groove now. I get home from work, and I just get a fucking hot ass bath, and oh god, the incredible bulk. That's fire. He said I dislike the stream. I'm screaming, but yeah, I have to take like a super hot bath. And I just sit there for like a minute, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to like stretch, cause I had this like pain in my shoulders and stuff. I feel like Atlas a little bit, just holding shit up, and like bathing, of course, in this time of all is definitely important. But it helps me get ready for the stream. Necessary. Yeah, cause I'm like, I definitely need to do the stream, but I can't just go straight from work into the stream. I gotta like. You know what I'm saying? Morph into house mode.
Facts. I've been doing my streams daily too. My workout ones, the Fitlock.
Oh yeah. You getting schmole. So you had episode 3 today, right? Or number 3?
Yeah, 200 in an hour. Sorry. Well, 102 hours. That it's a big difference.
All right, it is. But hey, you got it done. You got it done.
100 push-ups, 100 Final Fantasy squats. The whole thing.
Final Fantasy squats is still hilarious. I would do some of that, but I don't want to add any more demand on my body than I'm already doing now. But
hey, you actually got a job, my man. Don't even worry about it.
I'm just here lazy.
Shit. I mean, it is. I ain't gonna lie, but as far as anybody else is concerned, it ain't shit because I get to stay home.
Oh no, fucking raising a kid and pretty soon 2 kids. Most people can't do that no matter how much free time you give them. So,
facts.
You are getting it in.
I'm trying, Jack. I'm trying.
Oh, crap. Yeah, but I want to play some Yu-Gi-Oh! But now that you're here, I'm thinking either Digimon or I play this Dragon Ball Z that I've wanted to play, or we find one we can play together, or we can talk in depth about the chapter, because we didn't get to talk about the chapter together.
Oh, we can do that, but I was gonna say this is your 50 stream, bro. I'm on your couch today. Whatever you want to play, I'm here. All right.
I might have to.
We gotta come up with a better comment than that, because I hate saying
I'm on your couch, bro.
I'm on your couch, right? I was talking to my friend Stoppy today. She was in my stream. She's been like one of my best friends forever. We used to have a thing, da 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 da. But I was like, yo, I can't wait to get you on my couch. And then I like giggled to myself. You know what I mean? I'm like,
right.
I'm like, I gotta come up with a better word. I gotta
get that inside joke going, man. I think couch is now the best word because it's like on the cusp of being sus, but only we know about it. It's great.
Oh, it ain't only we, baby.
Oh,
watch, we are actually making this on the couch with Valid, on the couch with Vulture. People gonna be like, I'm
screaming. Yo. Hey, I'm about it, man. The more, you know what I'm saying, shorthand and little quips we have, the better our chemistry will be. And we can bring that over to D Live, which you catch me.
Tell you, Lazy Mofo popped in my chat and something. Dude's fucking wicked cool. He was talking. I was mostly just glad. I was telling him how glad I am that he supports, my dude. Yeah, I eat you. He's like, nah, you both cool. You got good positive vibes. You out here talking real talk. And I was like, well, thank you kindly.
Hell yeah.
He didn't know that his kindness made me do 15 extra push-ups, but we're not talking about that.
Hey, man. It's the little things. What was I trying to do?
And I'm doing it, though. Digimon. Someday I'm going to get like 100 in like one fucking session, and I'm going to be like, okay, no. Like, I'm sorry, I'm a human. I can't be doing 500. Hey, speaking of devil, Lazy Mofo shows up right when we talking about him.
Oh shit, this nigga psychic.
Love it.
I always knew it.
He felt the tingle in the tank.
The tank tingle. That's what I'm talking about.
You know how important that is.
Yeah. We all know. We know the truth. Where are we?
I'm happy. I'm happy as fuck today. I get my QP, which means I ain't gotta deal with these fucking headaches. I just sleep at a regular time. Today's gonna be good. Let alone all the aches and pains from working out and shit.
Right.
I'm trying to convince myself I don't have corona. I've just been working out.
Man.
Like my body's sore. Because it really is because I've been working out. I got to do my leg lifts. That's what I'm gonna start doing tomorrow. I got to do like something, man. Because my shoulder. I don't know if I mentioned this, but
your shoulder's like thrown out or something.
Oh no! I was thrown out of a truck a few years back, and I landed on my shoulder, and my collarbone went through my shoulder, and like tore up all the muscles and shit. And I broke a few ribs and stuff too along the way, but that was like the sustained injury, the one that's like never gotten better.
That's crazy.
No, we moving that weight into my lungs, Jack. Me and the game is over. All right. Don't get me wrong. I got my peoples. I got my connections. I can get a deal.
Right.
But I got a family, and they ain't gonna do them no good to have me not there.
That's real talk.
And I got a fancy schmancy card for New York that lets me smoke weed. So I'm happy. I'm gonna do my thing. But even if I sell a dime because of that card, it's like a super federal offense. And it's like minimum 25 years.
Yeah, man, it's like you abusing the godly powers
Privilege.
they've given you.
Yeah. And they're like, we gave you a privilege. Don't shit on it.
Yep.
I'm like, well, we'll see.
I'm only so strong, Judge. I'm only so strong.
Right?
These streets. I love the game.
They call me. They whisper in my ear.
You know, we gotta watch on our D Live when we do that. We definitely gotta watch Paid in Full.
Yeah, one of the ones I want to watch. I don't think it'll be one of the popular ones, but it's Angels with Dirty Faces. It's the original fucking gangster movie. Everything you've ever heard of is based off of this fucking movie.
I'm mad Valen thought he had to tell me that one of his favorite movies is something that people don't know about. Valen.
You already know,
bro.
So.
The trademark. What do you mean?
That's right. Like, I hate that I've become a hipster because of the things I like that nobody else liked, and now they're like, "Oh, that's cool." I'm like, "But I've been on this jump forever." Okay, hipster. Okay, hipster.
Okay.
Like, but
it's necessary.
Oh,
man.
I want to do a video that's me in like just I guess regular ass clothes, probably my vest and tie. You know how I get down. Yeah. But I'm like, okay, Ethop, whatever you say, Ethop. I bet that shit'll get popular.
Do it, man. Like, I think one dude made a male one and got big, but he's getting roasted mostly. Maybe you can be, you know, the one that breaks through. Is this too loud? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's perfect. Cool. I made a little transition into Digimon if you want to join me.
Oh, yeah. I'm watching you on my screen right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The beautiful sounds of an angel.
Oh.
Quest. What happened?
I'll be in. Ooh. Lord. Lord, it be.
Oh, yeah. I got a F11. I am bugging.
And this is where he uses the speed up device on his game to cheat.
Lies. I don't even have that on this one. Like, I don't know the button, and I don't. I'm not starting over again, so.
It's like, I'm not doing it, Jesus.
I'm doing it. Found punch and guts in a sunken tunnel. Okay, well, that's what I gotta do. But yeah, I'm gonna try to hit the boys up in the chat, see if they wanna get in and talk about the chapter.
No, because you know I'm about it. This is the first time I've ever done numbers. I'm happy.
Done numbers? Well,
like with the tweet.
Oh yeah, you was out here.
Yeah, man.
Everyone's on that shit.
Because they have known, because they say me that you can go back and check all my receipts. I've been kids since day one, and I've been like just defending them against people like in you can't say get off kids back in the King of Lightning stream a year ago without getting like torn up by 150, 200, 300 fucking people.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like it was Slander City for a good minute.
It was. People want to forget that shit, but man, everybody was coming for King like he wasn't shit, and I was like, no, baby, no. My man's a GOAT. He just don't take low swings. All right, like he ain't out here, low diffing people. He don't give a shit about low diffing people. He want to high diff everybody. You know what I mean? That's what he wants. My man, even in this chapter, he's like, yo, I was gonna just sink all the boats. Like, y'all lucky.
Yo, about that, what do you think about the theory that Kid showed up there coincidentally, like at the same time as they did, instead of it being one combined plan?
I can see that.
Yeah, because we can't go by. Oh, sorry.
That said, we haven't seen Zoro and Killer.
We have not. Maybe they're doing their branch off Straw Hat thing again.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like they're someplace else doing something else while these three run in, or they could just be on the ship. Let's be honest. It's not like fucking what is it? The Victoria Punk isn't there. It's not like Sunny Go isn't there, or Thousand Sunny. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
all the pieces are in place.
Yeah, everything's there. Everything's where it needs to be.
I guess shout out to everyone who called Frankie coding the ships. Like whoever was like the first batch of people, because it was a rolling theory for a while, but whoever was like that first couple people that was like, yo, what if? Shout out to y'all, because you know what I'm saying.
Whoa! Is there a bubble? Is the ships coded? I didn't see that.
When Luffy and them came up, they said, "Oh well, no." When it was looking under the water, I guess that could have been Law's ship, but it looked like the Sunny Go. It looked like the nose of the Sunny Go was like kind of risen upward. So I thought they were coming out of the thing. It doesn't look like they were just.
That is like waves, because so was the Victoria Punk.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, because Kaido's ships were like kind of already there, and at the port, and then Luffy's and Kid ships came out of nowhere. So it's like they would have saw the ships, so they was probably all coded and just came up like Whitebeard did in Marineford.
No, that's not where I'm at. My opinion is that because remember, Law was in front of them when they saved them, and then they got hit from behind. My guess is like they're just I don't want to say teaming up. It's just coincidentally going after the same thing. You know what I mean?
So you're saying,
like you said,
so the port's like we'll say like Marineford shape, like a circle, and then there's an outlet. So the Kinemon Powers is way at the back, like surfing off the shore, and then the Jack Pirates, or whoever that is like in the middle of the circle, the little outlet, and then Luffy and them came from the back, where you can like the actual entrance to the fucking port, and they just came in behind the ships. Is what you're saying? But they just happen to get there at the same time.
Yeah, I think there's somebody on those ships, be it Kumurasaki or something like that, who let them know that everything went south, because I feel like more than one somebody knows that like maybe even Kiroshiro knows that Orochi's been getting information. He may not know how, but I feel like he has to know that he is getting information, just not how and what information he's getting from whom. You know what I mean?
So you're saying Kiroshiro? I was actually thinking that Orochi was like playing 4D chess even with Kiroshiro, and because if you think about it, now that I think about it, I could see a way to get out of it. But I was gonna say that if Kanjuro was a traitor, then he would, you know what I'm saying, know about Kyoshiro, but Kyoshiro is fooling everyone as well, so I guess he wouldn't know about him. So scratch my whole theory about him knowing about Kyoshiro, but it would have been cool because Kyoshiro came after the Scabbers left, so he wouldn't have known about him anyway. So yeah, never mind.
Also, I don't want to be rude to the person that took the time to do this, but I don't think this is a very good translation.
Oh no, it's not. Like every time I saw reactions of people, everyone kind of got stuck in the same place, and it was like this wording. Okay, and then they went on. I was like, okay, yeah, it's not just me.
Yeah, no, the translation of this was rougher than most I've seen, if I'm being honest.
All right. So I want to get your kind of view on how you go into chapters, because you know, it's it was Friday, the chapter day, and Friday 13th, so that was pretty cool. But you have to see everyone's reaction to the chapters, and you know, some people kind of go into it, as we talked before, like trying to hate on it. Some people go in too optimistic, like too forgiving of sometimes mistakes, and then some people who's kind of, you know, in the middle, and everything else in between. And I'm definitely missing Lazy's chats. I'll get to your chats in a minute, Lazy, my bad. But yeah, Valen, like, how do you, if you had to describe the way you went into chapters, you know what I'm saying, your mind state, what would you say it was?
This is what it's gonna be. Is pretty much my, like, I don't have, I guess, the hubris of some other people where I think the story should be a specific way because that's the way I want it. You know what I mean? This is this person's story. He's telling it the way he's had it in his heart for 2 decades. You know what I mean? So whatever it is going to be. If I like it or not, that's an entirely different subject. You know what I mean? I've called out shit that I didn't like before, I wasn't a fan of, and da-da-da-da-da. But for the most part, I'm like, this is just the story he's trying to tell. I don't have to like it all the way. You know what I mean? Like, I just have to... I just think some people, they get that, especially people who are like real big sports fans.
Right.
They get that sense that this is my team and stuff like that, and then they get the sense that this is my manga, and then they get a little more into it than I feel is pertinent.
Okay. So let me. Do you feel like there's a difference between, or do you? I guess you could feel. I guess you could say. Do you feel that there's any harm in having expectations for the chapter? Not to the degree that you were talking about, because I believe because like you just said, no, there's no problem with it. I believe having expectations for the chapter and what people are doing with the whole, okay, this is my manga, it's in the same vein. It's people using their, predictive power to see what's going to happen next. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? It's two sides of the same coin. So it's like, it's shit. I don't want it to come... I just don't want you to come off as, okay, I don't want people to predict anything in the chapter because it's whatever. Because it's like, no. Yeah,
it's fun. I do that shit all the time. If I hadn't been predicting, I wouldn't have been right about Wano so damn much. You dig?
Right.
Like,
yeah. So
that's the fun part. The problem comes in is when you make predictions and they don't happen, and then all of a sudden Oda's trash. You know what I mean? Just because you're not as good a writer, or you think you're a better writer, and based on this very isolated 18 pages of something that's literally hundreds of thousands of pages long, you're like, oh, I could have done this better. And it's like, no, fucking you couldn't, because this is going to lead into something 30 chapters from now, and everybody's going to be sucking Oda's dick again like you go. All right? That's what happens constantly. People like forget that Oda does that shit, and they shit on him, and then 30 chapters later, maybe a year later, they get shit on for their comment because they forget Oda's that dude.
But you could say though, now you're taking the bad
I'm taking
side
the
out of the
defensive part. Yes.
No, I wasn't even gonna say that. I'm saying you're taking the bad side out of the people who sucking Oda's dick in 30 chapters when the connective tissue comes together, because those people are hype beasts. So you can't necessarily say that their opinions are 100% valid when they're hyping the chapter up probably more than it should. You know those people are out there, and those are going to be the loudest people and the people that you can point to and be like, ha, I was right. That chapter back there wasn't trash. It was just set up. But if you get the people that's more the middle of the pack, it was like, well, we got this moment, yes, but if I was upset all the way up until this moment, was it worth it? What do you think about that?
It goes back to how you do it. I think, like, everybody's entitled to feel how they feel. There is nothing that'll ever change my mind on that.
Oh, yeah.
But how you act, how you feel, is what determines a man from a boy. You know what I mean? So if you're like pissing and moaning about being wrong about something or not liking something, and you just can't seem to get past it, like, it's okay to acknowledge, I don't like this. This pissed me off. I wish he would have done this instead. That's completely fine. But to go in and go ham about how it should have been this way, Oda's trash, I'm a better writer, he ain't shit, that's when like the little dick mentality takes over. Because now, just because you don't like something, you're treating it like the enemy. And like, not liking something doesn't make that thing an enemy. You know what I mean? So
that's actually a pretty good way to put it. Like, there's always an extreme on both sides. I feel like there's some people that could look at certain viewpoints as soft. Like, are you being too soft on Oda, or you're an Oda apologist? Just because you're not going as hard as them, and that's not always the case. You don't have to go as hard as someone on a subject that they feel, is pertinent. You can't.
Like, some people like to act, if you're not as like harsh and critical as say Dritz, then you're a fanboy because you're just not saying the same things. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, he's got his place where he's coming from and his values and his like perspective and why he feels, but that's how he feels. You shouldn't force anybody else to feel how he feels just because that's what he feels. You know what I mean? That's me being like, well, I feel this way, everybody should feel this way. And if you don't, you suck dicks in hell.
Exactly. But then, at a certain point, there is objectivity and subjectivity.
Facts, lazy or damn with mofo. What do you want to be called? Because I don't want to just call you lazy.
For real. I just hit him with the lazy.
Call this motherfucker from now on. All right,
motherfucker. The my team vibe is what's the my team vibe? You say my team, just him?
Oh, it's the my team vibe. Like people feel like the sports thing I made, or people feel like this. There's somehow like that's my team, that's my throw, that's my kick, that's my panel, that's my line, that's my drawing. Yeah.
Facts. All right. So fuck.
100%. God damn it.
Wait, before you comment on that, I gotta read his other stuff because I've been missing it. So.
Oh, to be honest, it was actually just me and him talking.
Oh, okay.
We shit.
Sweet. I'm just gonna read the last one then. You could tell some people read the chapters already thinking about how others are gonna react to, going to react. Yeah, man. It's and that's again just another example of extreme ideals, because it's like you can't keep being so entrenched in your favorite YouTubers or your favorite people that you like to see, because then their mindset becomes your mind state, and you don't think the chapter is bad or you don't think it's good. You just know that this person is probably going to think it's bad or probably going to think it's good.
Preach.
So you just got to make sure you know what makes you happy in a manga. If you are,
and therein lies. Sorry, continue.
If you're upset that One Piece isn't about fights, don't, you know what I'm saying, read 900 chapters of One Piece and be like, where are the fights? Why does off-screen exist? This is Oda. He's been doing it. He's probably going to keep doing it. So have your expectations. You use the data in front of you to be like, all right, this is probably the trajectory, and I should set my expectations accordingly. You know what I mean?
I wanna speak on the thing that Mofo said.
Yeah.
I think he's 100,000%. Some people react just so that they'll have somebody. Okay, I'm trying to word this as PC as possible. It's not my best suit. All right, but I'm already of the opinion that some people just do this anime shit to do this anime shit. They don't really like it as much as they portray. It's just something easy that they can do. Mm-hmm. That's my opinion.
That's kind of
it ain't right, it ain't wrong. It's just my opinion. You dig? So in this case, it feeds into that thought that I have, because some people will put out reviews specifically to endear themselves to other YouTubers, so that YouTuber likes them and they can collab more, because everybody likes to be agreed with.
Right.
So I think there's more of that going on than people would like to admit. It's human nature in a lot of ways, and I try not to like dwell on it, because you can't control anybody else. You know what I mean?
It's just like air gear, man. People got different roads they go down. Some hurt themselves, some they hurt others. Sometimes they don't got nothing to do with nobody. Sometimes you know what I'm saying?
Giant perverted pig out here doing what you do.
It's what you do, you know. It's crazy. He really is just out here just perverting.
Doing what he's doing. Is everybody else out here going for king roads and shit. He's just like, I smell pussy.
That's all I need, baby. It's ridiculous, but it's like he had the wherewithal to fight these monsters of people with that version with hentai powers. Like,
you can't even that's great, like channeling some of himself.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Because he's a big old pervert. You know, you don't get into drawing hentai without being a big old pervert.
You have to stare at titties for an extensive amount of time.
Right? If I stare at titties too long, even if they on paper, I'm like, what the fuck that, babe?
It's party time.
Right? All right, I'm gonna throw some Crisco on this book and get to work.
Crisco. No, the leverage. I'm weak.
Oh my god.
Oh, great! I can hit more than once. Got a Gatling gun. Yeah.
No, but real talk, I just like I'll say I'm not one of those people that's as big into anime as everybody else or manga. You know what I mean? I've made that clear kind of since the beginning, and it's not something I don't love. You know what I mean? My kid has the middle initial D, and that's his whole middle name.
Right.
Like, we're gonna change that shit when he's older to whatever it is. Like, you don't fucking know. I made my wife agree to this. That was not an easy conversation.
Hey man, you definitely have to wear wherewithal to follow through on the plan. Most people couldn't stick to their guns, but you did it.
I do, Jack. And I love gaming. Gaming is my antidepressant. It's my anti-murder. It's my center, my zen, all that shit. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to bring to people. And I guess my own sense of you already know I got like that bloviated, verbose kind of speech patterns where I like to go off a little bit, and I want to focus that into more a positive thing. Like I've been talking about doing motivational speeches for a minute. Just my life ain't been in a motivational place. So I want to get into that mode. That's like the truest thing. I want to get into gaming and motivating gaming.
Motivation gaming. I'm with it,
Yeah.
man. I think I've found one of my little niches. It was definitely having games in my streams involved in some kind of way. By having Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Digimon, any Rorschach. Shut up! I heard through your balls.
Yeah, I'm watching you right now. You beating all these toads with mohawks.
Toads with mohawks.
Betamon, right?
Yeah.
Called it.
My boy knows.
I forgot their name for a minute, but no, honestly, it's definitely human nature. You can evaluate behaviors of people when it comes to manga and just about everything with the same convo. Yeah, facts, lady, facts.
Yeah, man, it's just an expression of the human experience. So you got to draw from real life, and people act like people in manga. It's just, you know what I'm saying, superfied. Got to make it entertaining. So, and then at the end of the day, it's a literary medium. So it got sauce on it that you can apply to real life, and some people don't take all this stuff seriously as like literary masterpieces and whatnot, but it's definitely off the charts when it comes to
flow,
crazy shit.
Dude, dittos are hard.
I've been trying to catch a Ditto for a good minute now. I'm getting nothing. Are you playing that Pokemon Revolution from yesterday? Or are you playing the Sword and Shield? One earlier. Yep. Oh yeah, I think Lazy actually got into Pokemon Revolution too. Yo, the Revolution virus is spreading, and I'm appreciative.
You're doing it, Jack. I love it.
Hell yeah! And if I can get like a little tournament going with us, I want you to meet my boy Justin. I think you met Justin before, right?
We play games.
Yeah.
We played on the PlayStation.
Cool, just making sure.
He's always doing not Division.
He be on Division 2.
Oh, all right. Well, it's not the one I was thinking of. Destiny and shit like that.
Yeah. Destiny, man, that was his jam for a good minute. Not mine though.
Yeah, I just realized I haven't eaten since
that food. Gotta get it in, man. You need to hop off and go get some eats.
No, I'll be right here.
Oh, okay. But yeah.
Hey, nuts.
Anything else you want to point out of the chapter before I, pick a topic out of my hat that stuck out to you from the new One Piece wall we got today? You still there, Val? Well, I actually did say he was going to get food, but I guess he left. Still? I don't know. But
I just went to the kitchen to grab an orange.
Ah, got you. The more Revolution. Hey, my boy Florian. Florian, you gonna make me play Revolution, bro. Why you gonna make me do it? I don't wanna. Well, actually, I don't think Valen's on Digimon, so I guess it would be fair for me to get off right now. Well,
yeah, I told you we're with. It's your stream. We doing what you're doing.
wow.
You got that.
Yeah, but we can't play Revolution though because you're not a fan.
Oh, you can do whatever. It ain't about me, bitch. God damn.
We're my friends.
What you love? It's your 50 stream sub, Jack.
That is true.
About you, sir. Your accomplishments. Your victories in the face of adversity and such.
Mm-hmm. That is facts. So yeah, I'm gonna get this box.
Here, conversation.
Hit this box up and probably get on Revolution so I can beat up on Lazy and Florian. I'm wondering if I should go back and forth between my two profiles, because I for sure got a whole nother profile that I forgot about, and I got into it the other day, and I already got like 6 badges, and I'm like, I should just play this. But it's like my old one. My old one just got the sauce on it.
Yeah. There you go.
I'll probably do my other one to play with Lazy and Damn, since it's closer to their level, and I won't be like hulking over them with all my badges. Cause I know Lazy and Florian, they probably in like their first and second badge, and we can trade and I'll give them some stuff to make it easier, or however they want to do it. But yeah, I mean, F2 this junk. F2 this junk. Where's my Pokemon? Oh yeah, but I was asking before you left, is there any other things you want to point out and talk about in the chapter before I pull more topics out of my hat?
What'd you think of Raw with that Rocinante drip?
Yo, he was out here. I didn't initially see all the things. I was going for 7 hours at that point. I was fucking delirious, so I didn't.
Yo, I understand.
I did not notice the jacket, but that shit was drippy. I really did appreciate Oda kind of like letting Law, Luffy, and Kid have their Wano attire, but when it's time to beat ass, they go back to their normal stuff, and that's kind of. I mean, I know we're gonna be on Wano for a while with the war and Onigashima and the fight and everything, but you could almost say that whenever the Straw Hats like I guess get in their like traveling clothes, we might be fighting on Onigashima and then just getting the hell out of here immediately. You know what I mean?
I don't know,
because I don't see them leaving with Wano gear on. It was just like when they go back on the siege, they have to be in their like official gear, like the official Straw Hat gear or whatever.
Yeah. I'm just glad that Law finally caught up to Kid's Steve, because Kid's been rocking the multicolored feathers for 2 years now, since Jump. So
man, but that was his predecessor's drip. You know what I'm saying? He had to bring it back, which was another reason I think Law might end up dying. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I was telling that to somebody. They're like, because they were like, I put up a picture. It was in this order. It was like
you cut out hard. Can you do that again? Sorry.
Or like Luffy's. Yeah, Law's Kobe because Law's gonna die. Too soon?
I was talking to you the whole time. I was trying to tell you that.
All right. I was like, yeah, and Law's Kobe because Law's gonna die. Too soon?
Yo, wow. I was thinking of Kobe. I didn't know.
But man,
Kobe.
Yes.
Wait, no, it was breaking up. Like I couldn't hear you at all.
Oh man, my bad.
That's terrible. Fucking Kobe. Hey man.
But he was like, nah, I ain't hearing that. I was like, man, listen, he already fulfilled his dream, defeated the guy he wanted defeated. Now he's Rocinante's coat. All the death flags have been waving around for a minute.
Yeah. And after hearing Nux's theory and the historical meaning behind some of their names and how I view Kaido, I definitely see it. I definitely see Law dying.
The one thing Law doesn't have that's been proven time and time again is endurance and durability. Yes, he can take a beating, that's okay, but he can't take a beating and keep fighting. He can take a beating and do one thing, like he ended up doing Radial Knife and shit like that, but he wasn't moving around, he wasn't really fighting, he was conserving his energy and relying on his. You know what I mean?
That is true, but what is the Land of Wano for most of our main cast? Upgrade of their base form, and Law may have got that somehow.
Law, nah, I don't think Law's getting it.
Well, yeah,
that's me though. I'm saying Law's gonna die after Dressrosa sends Dressrosa.
yeah. I never really bought into it because of the. I believe Law is going to kind of be right there with Luffy when he's trying to get the. When he's trying to get the what you call it, because I feel like all the D's. I feel like there's probably like one or two D that can die. That's why Law is like 1 foot in, 1 foot out for me. But I feel like Law is going to be one of the D's there for like the explanation of his D and what it means. I feel like Law is like an important D because he kind of represents like, okay, if the ancient kingdom was made up of different races and different groups of people with different sets of skills, I definitely feel like Law is the medical branch of that D family. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the people who know that they were from like a D lineage, especially because especially with Law having like, he was the only person I think who was described as a secret name. Like he knew that himself. So it's like someone told him.
Yeah, the lineage.
Oh man.
And I'm sorry, Lazy. I'm sorry, mofo. We're gonna have to disagree on this one because I stick to my guns. All right, I'll be wrong, but I'll be wrong in what I believe. So bad.
I'm gonna have to close up.
What?
The thing was breaking up, so it was like you.
What'd you say?
Can you hear me?
A little bit. You're breaking up a little.
Yeah, that's what was happening. Like I was talking, and you kind of blitzed in, and it was like I was breaking up, so you probably can't even hear me. And I'm fixing it. It says I have a good stream health. What's going
on? Sorry. Wait, I will try to be more stream, sir.
No, it's fine because my computer's tripping. This is a good stream quality, but I'm at like a 77. What the fuck? Why does this keep going up? I'm not doing my 50 stream. All right, can you talk consistently for a little bit so I can see if this thing is gone?
Was that always there?
Hello?
On Sanji's hand?
Oh no, that's I left it up because I'm like, hey, my nigga Black, he was here the first 50. So I just left that there. I could put it behind his hand, but I was like, nah.
No, I get it.
Right now, I'm just trying to figure out why my CPU is just so high. Because it's like, it says my stream is good, but I'm at like a 70-something%. Does the stream look choppy on your end?
I'm looking at the leaves, and they do kind of stutter a little.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on because Discord call is breaking up too. Because I'll say something and then you won't hear me for a little bit. So maybe we should go back in server or VC maybe.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that works.
I'll try to make use of my Discord.
Yeah, I'm already up in there, Jack.
Sweet.
We're going into general?
Yeah, we'll go to general. Yo, my Discord going slow. What? Fuck it. I'm closing Discord. I'm just gonna open it on my motherfucking thing. Oof. Yeah, definitely sorry to everyone in the stream for the choppiness that you may experience this oh, not that bad. Wait, when was the last time I did that? Am I still on this page? Yeah, whatever. I'm about to get in this. Whoa. trying to get on the Discord. Oh, okay. 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 Oh, I'm already here. Well, let's see if that's better. Hello, hello.
There we go.
Cool. Do I sound choppy? Am I alright?
No, you sound good right now.
Cool. Still sitting in 70, but the stream is still good, so. And alright, Lazy says good over here or over there, so I guess we're good to go. But forgot what we were talking about. What the hell? My mixer's messing up. Oh, here we go.
Oh, I'm a condor.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me. Well, it's like a vulture, but it's like a newer vulture.
Oh, I know what a condor.
Oh, you mean in my server? Yeah, it's my ranks, man. I'm trying to get the rank and file together, but I just kind of threw some stuff together. I should probably modify your rank, actually.
Oh, what I'm gonna be now, huh?
Oh, you shall see.
Chicken hawk.
Fucking chicken hawk. Let me. Yeah, 50 sub stream. I get to knight my boy Valen. It's actually a good day. It's a good day. Either you're really silent or I'm like lagging out. Are you there?
Oh, I'm silent. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Smoking.
Cool,
like
cool.
This, I swear to God, this vape is like fucking salt water.
I don't know how to do it on my fucking
Thirsty man.
We're gonna figure this out, people.
Dude, I know. Today I'm gonna sleep.
Very happy for you, my guy.
Home around 6. I'm telling you, I'm done till tomorrow.
I believe in you.
All right. Shit. Today's Saturday. Want to do 5 days, 6 days? I don't want
to. Okay. You should be good now. You have been promoted, my good friend.
Black Vulture. Oh, hey now.
Oh yeah.
Does this mean I'm black now?
Definitely. I've been gave you.
I can say, you know.
I've been gave you your cookout card a long time ago. Stop playing.
Oh, you can't stop my fat ass from coming to cookout. I'll be awkward eating ribs. Y'all don't know me.
I'm so done. Yeah, here we go.
Dude, I used to do back in like my hometown and shit. I legit used to do that. If somebody even on my block was having a cookout, I'd show up and I'd bring a pack of chicken and just eat food. Like, I don't even need to know people. I'd be like, yo, I brought chicken. They'd be like, hey, okay. I'm like, hey, all right.
I'm like, this man knows what's up. I'm not gonna test it. I'm going back to the camera. Actually, no, I need a chat, so I can't go back to the camera.
Yo, you about to get a golem. Don't give it back to Flo. He'll never love the golem the way you love the golem.
Fucking weak.
Okay, maybe I'm getting a little high off this thing.
Just a tad bit.
A little bit. Not what I'm used to, but nothing.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
I'm about to get my record player out, Jack. And just fucking, I got some platters on there. I got a lot of old school shit. I got like Donna Summers, got like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin.
You and me.
I gotta go through, but I got
old timey dudes.
Yeah.
I think my first and pretty much only interaction with old timey songs is Fallout. And it's always great.
And that's honestly most people's, so that's fair.
I love it though. Like whenever it comes on, they be having some jams on there. I'm like, hold on, Susan.
Me and my sister got into old movies and old songs at around the same time. But I remember I don't want to say got me into it, but like I remember it when I was getting into it was like whenever Mama Johnson was feeling like a particular mood, she would play some Sammy Davis Jr.
Ooh,
You know what I mean? Like,
some
because
good
he was
stuff.
black, and she was very much about that. He was Imhotep before that shit was a thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Emotep. That's what I'm talking about. Hey man, it's a rich history out there. I think one of the most impressive scholar rappers I've had the chance to, what I'm saying, check out. It's definitely got to be a Kala. I'm learning so much from him. This is a UK dude. Got dreads, like kind of light skin. He's like a fucking PhD in like history and like not just history. It's just a billion crazy subjects like the true history, what like these events mean to like people of color, people, Jamaican people, Asian people, just that whole thing. And he was just spewing out facts at 100 miles per hour, and he hasn't let me down yet. And like unlike other people, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's actually out here for the community, and it's great to see.
that's what's up.
I don't have anyone added on my list, but I'll jump on and trade with you. My name is Lazy Moses on there, or Mozo. How do you add people? I see the tab. You have a guild thing, but I don't know how to use it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I used to know all that shit, but I don't know it anymore. I didn't even make friends with Justin yesterday because we were already friends because when we played on my other account. But there's probably like either a YouTube video going over it or some kind of forum where they tell you this stuff because they don't really give you a guide on how to do anything when it comes to communicating with other people or interacting with people. You just kind of gotta find it. Just kind of trash, but that's one of the complaints I have for it, I guess. Like one of the legit complaints. Even though there's not much, I would say, wrong with the game. Like it's very fun and a nice little take because I don't know why Pokemon hasn't fused four regions together. They have a formula, it's working, blah blah blah, numbers, but like if I was a game developer, like most of my attention would go to like blowing the fucking customers' minds as often as I could. But, I understand shit don't work that easy. So you can't just do shit and be like, yeah, I'm doing stuff. So it's a slippery slope. I just wish it would slide my way every now and then. You feels me.
Yeah, no, I get that. You just got to keep doing it. That's like the thing. Just stay at it. I
Right.
don't know. I swear to God, I don't know how I got to the number I got. Like,
Right.
I don't. Like,
That's fair.
sometimes I forget that I have like going on like what 220 now, 230,
Mm-hmm. So
and and I swear to God, I'm like I love all 15 of my subscribers.
nothing wrong with that, man.
And I feel bad that I forget sometimes, but also I feel like some of my subscribers forgot. You know, like
Yeah, they definitely
because
sometimes.
people tell you do the right thing, have your priorities in order, but they never said that they'll remember you while you're working on your priorities.
Oh yeah, man. Like they come to you, you know what I'm saying, for eye catching stuff. Because all right, so
This
so
specific thing.
there's no, I would say there's certain levels of like fandom and like reaction shit. Like there's certain people that no matter what they put out, I'll probably end up watching because it's usually always in the vein of what I want to, what I'm saying, listen to. And then say that same person was to put out like for the first time something that I couldn't vibe with at all, I'm not going to be kind of picky and choosy, you know what I'm saying? So it's like if you don't hit exactly what they want on a consistent basis and you're kind of like scattershotting, like you do Pokemon one day, you do NBA the next day, you do One Piece the other day, you do, some people like that, some people don't, you know what I'm saying? I found out a lot of people, like if you kind of stay, if you find your pocket and you stay in it, a lot of there'll be retention. But if you're kind of like scatterbrained, then it's like hard to get like a consistent core people coming back every time. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at right now.
Fair. No, you're right about that. And like, part of the thing is like the algorithm works more the more you like do the specific shit it wants you to. You know what I mean? The more in line with one thing that you are, like for your channel, that because the algorithm wants you to make multiple channels, so that YouTube has more, ad revenue venues.
Yeah.
And that's how it works, and that's one of the reasons I want to do the other channel I was talking about, so we can record our gaming sessions, put them up on there, and kind of not so much. I don't want to say not clutter, but have things a little more focused, so that they can grow essentially.
Correct.
It's fun to be like, fuck the algorithm, but if we're doing this to do this, like we say we are, like we can't just say that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And God knows I've been on that fuck the algorithm since day one. So don't. I'm gonna do what I want to do. It's my prerogative.
That's the thing, man. It's like, so you have to decide between like kind of doing what you love and like, I don't want to say selling out, but like selling out to yourself at a certain point. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see that.
Because it's like you got on YouTube to make videos and stream, but then you, like myself, just stream and you're like, well, this is easier and I like doing it, so why not keep doing it? And it's like, nah, I came here to, you know what I'm saying, to be that nigga.
That also makes me think that we should stream on another surface and upload videos onto this just to expand. You know what I mean? Like Twitch and Mixer, Quibbly, I think is the new thing.
Quibbly. Not heard of it, but that's probably the right way to go.
The thing is, I don't think Quibbly is like one of those things where you can just do whatever the fuck you want. Like, it's one of those things where you have to like pay them to put stuff up.
Ew.
Some shit, like, because right now it looks like only like celebrities and people who are actually like somebody are on it. You know what I mean? It's not just Joe Schmo from Kokomo doing what he wants to do.
Yeah, more exclusivity, but I guess higher production rates and productivity. Because it's hard for like regular people with jobs to, you know what I'm saying, do YouTube life. But if you got celebrities who work hard too, depending on type of celebrity, but they'll have more disposable income and more free time to do stuff like that.
It's not, see, that I'm not disagreeing with anything you said, but that's not the contributing factor. The contributing factor is that they have a team to do this. Out of an hour of their day, they take a team to shoot an hour worth of shit where they say, and then a team to edit it down. Literally, these people only take an hour out of their day. Not even out of their day. They're just doing what they're doing regularly, and a team films them, edits, and puts it up on their page because this person is a name. This person doesn't fucking do anything that he wouldn't already normally be doing. The thing is, they've taken YouTube away from, we'll say, me and you, and given it to Will Smith and Jack Black and like who the fuck else. And don't get me wrong, I love both of those people. Right. I watch every one of their movies.
Facts.
But I think it's fucked up that celebrities are coming to YouTube to gain more money when these are some of the richest motherfuckers on the planet. Although I will say Jack Black's is in his kid's name, so it's like his kids are making the money off of him. So it's like,
which is cool.
It's 6 of one, half and a dozen of the other on that. But I just think celebrities already making more money than they fucking need. Why would they step into a platform to take away from their audience, trying to up them, trying to better themselves, trying to, maybe find themselves into the position that some of their idols are in?
Because,
but they're making it harder by stepping in and taking hundreds of thousands of eyeballs away from Joe Schmo from Kokomo.
Well, you got to think about these celebrity actors have been taking jobs from Joe Schmo since they've been an actor. Because if you're an actor, you apply for roles, and sometimes you get them and sometimes you don't. And sometimes if you get them, you most definitely take them away from other people. So that this is still show business to them, and that's, kind of like one of the things you got to get used to in show business is getting mobbed for your stuff. If someone more popular comes along for the role, you know what I'm saying, reads for it, you could have got it, but Will Smith decided to just come read today, so now you're fucked.
Well, no, see, that's I see it different. If I would make my analogy, that's everybody here is reading the role. You know what I mean? Everybody got the part, but because Will Smith is doing the part, nobody watches the other movies.
I can see that, but they do still have to stay relevant, and since everything's
Oh
moving,
yeah,
it
yeah.
would
There's
almost be
always,
not smart for them to do it. You know what I mean?
and look at how people stay relevant. Tide Pods, murder challenges, people shooting their boyfriends through books in the chest with a Desert Eagle.
Is it their
Like
fault or is they just reading the terrain? Because this how the people's reacting
that's the
to it.
thing. That is the part because YouTube doesn't do enough to kind of curb stupidity. And for me, any company that's as big as uh, YouTube or Google or whoever the fuck owns them, like they have a responsibility somewhat. You know, they got like
No film. I am definitely asleep right now. Call me back tomorrow. But go ahead. What were you saying?
I was like I got lost.
My bad.
There's like the idea that you have this much money in my eyes means that you have a social responsibility. Like Disney right now, you know what their big thing to help the coronavirus people?
What's that?
They're releasing Frozen 2 a little bit early.
In case they fucking kick the bucket beforehand. That's morbid, but I feel it.
Like
Because
I
people.
understand that, but there's so much more they could be doing. They're literally a multinational bajillion trillion dollar company. They could be doing more, but
They definitely
because
could.
it wouldn't be cost effective, they don't. And it's bullshit. Like you got people like what's his name from the Pelicans out here paying salaries for the fucking people who work in the stadium, but you got people like fucking Bill Iger making more money than Jesus doing absolutely dick.
Well, they,
Like
to
it's
be
just
fair, they
it's
might not be announcing it every time they do it. Because a lot of people announcing what they do is publicity grab in and of itself. Yes, they're
oh
doing
yeah.
something good, but it's like, some people could be doing the exact same thing times 10, but you just never know. So
See, and
shout out
that's
to
you know
those
what that's
people.
what I hope because I've said this to you before. Like biblically, that's how charity works for me. People shouldn't know the true definition of charity is in anonymity. Nothing you get out of this. You get nothing from what you give. You know what I
hmm
mean?
The more
And
you announce it, you inadvertently get stuff. Sometimes
yeah,
people
exactly.
do it on
And
purpose, but if you do it just by virtue of you letting people know, now you're getting something from it. You know what I'm saying?
I can't argue with that. That's a fact. Like
But at the same time, to argue against myself, like I like to do, that, what I'm saying, you advertising the fact that you're giving spurs other people to give, even if that has selfish reasons. Because some people give, just like we were saying before, how people react a certain way because their idol on YouTube reacts a certain way.
yeah,
Yes, those people are giving money because they want to be recognized, just like the one person, like say Matt Damon gave, and now because Matt Damon gave and talked about it, 10 more people didn't want to get showed up and gave too. So it's like there's goodness in all types of bad. That's kind of cool thing about it sometimes.
that's Jesus gets all the money from the Bible sold, and it's been a bestseller since 1651.
I like it. I like it. Oh snap! I got a few chats over here.
Yeah. You got people coming in, Jack.
Oh yeah, 5 people. Much appreciate my 5 for the 50. I like it. Oh, it's going good, Phoenix man. It was a long day at work. Still getting praise. Work is going really well right now, so I had to, what I'm saying, keep the joy pushed forward. You know what I'm saying? Jesus didn't make much money, so that analogy doesn't make sense. Hey man, it's I don't know what you would call it, but I get what he's saying. You know what I'm
Made
saying?
all the money from the Bibles. All right, you don't know.
Exactly. Congrats on 50 subs, my G. Much appreciated. OG, you're definitely one of the newer casts that's been just stopping through to whatever crazy title stream I put up. You come through and support your boy, so I appreciate you listening to my words and whatnot. And how's my night,
Is that a
Phoenix?
kid, Abby?
Yeah.
Sacred Teardrop. Is that a kid, Abby? I need to know.
Oh yeah. You definitely got a fan. Definitely got a fan.
Because I'm a day one kid stan, and everybody needs to know he gonna be younger.
That's
So that's
facts.
Um,
Actually, let me add lazy.
Giving a fuck about how your night's going. Love that shit. That's some friendship ass shit right there, and I fucking love it.
I'm very much appreciate my boy Film for coming through. I'm trying to find Lazy's name on Pokemon. I saw it. I'm mad. Oh, I found it. Yes, sir. Oh shit, kid. Yo, Florian, how you still not get a ditto, man? You bugging. You big bugging.
Hey, sometimes it'd be like that, man.
Lazy Mozo. Mozo's cool. Yo,
How was the hunt, film? Real talk. How was the hunt?
Ooh, that was the movie I was telling you about.
Yeah. With the
The foolishness.
I want to see it.
Good. Just watched Invisible Man and The Hunt. Good lord. Nice job getting at 50 subs. Hell yeah, man. We still growing constantly because niggas like you, niggas like Valen, all my boys, supporting me on my special night.
I wish I could. Oh, you need to make an intro. Like, you remember PBS, paid for by viewers like you. You need to come up with pay forward by word I can't say, like you.
Like niggas like you. Bro, I need to do
Dang.
that. That's man.
Know it.
Yep, this is over with. I'm definitely doing this. Definitely doing this.
Hey.
Okay, yeah. I think I got how I'm gonna do it. I need to write this down in my phone. I'm on forget.
He's like, this is actually a good idea. I'm gonna write this bitch down.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Getting ideas.
Yo, Rick Steve's Travels, hell yeah.
Rick Steve's
Yeah, dude, I still watch Steve Townsend and Son on YouTube. The dude who used to do like the 1800s stuff. He's got his own YouTube channel, still doing stuff.
Not the best, but not the worst. I don't know who that is, so I'm gonna let y'all rock. But
oh well, I know Film Phoenix is talking about The Hunt, and that's kind of what I expected.
Oh yeah, I was talking about. Yeah, I was talking about you and Lazy with Steve and all that. But yeah, yeah, I expected it to be like kind of divisive and kind of like for a movie, just because it was more shock factor in what they were saying than kind of how the movie was structured. Yeah, I mean, yo, Lazy, I typed your name in the all. So if you see that at Lazy Mofos by Zednius, that's me. That's one of those shows that got me into traveling, dude. That dude's been everywhere. Yo, y'all actually watched The People on PBS? Like was this when y'all was older or like as kids?
Older and younger.
Man, I skipped all that.
Older
Is someone hop in here?
Hey, who popped up?
The one and only.
Who is this?
What up, Flo? You got tired of being in the chat?
Hell yeah! It's like I gotta say words now.
I just wanted to like pop in because I'm about to go to bed in a bit. Like I'm gonna level up my Teddy Ursa into an Ursa ring, and then maybe level up my Abra a little bit more because Abra only has fucking one move, and you have to keep like.
Yo, but the difference between Abra and Magikarp is you can teach Abra a bunch of TMs.
That is true.
Factual.
Like, I've had an Abra with like Energy Ball on there, and he just ripped through people.
These are the facts.
I don't have too many useful TMs at the moment.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm at the worst part of the game. I have to get to fucking Cinnabar Island. I keep getting stuck at this cave they make you go through. It's terrible.
Well, get better, noob.
Pretty much. It's pretty much where I'm at.
Do you have a fly yet? Valen? I mean, not Valen. Vulture?
Hot, you said fly? Ha. What you mean?
Fly.
What do you
TM?
What do you mean TM fly? Ain't nothing but feats and mounts, my G. 1993 footmobiles. Nah, man, that's why they give you the mounts so you can go a little faster. But apparently, something like they can't put it in the game, like physically, because flying people or teleporting people around the map, I guess, fuck up shit too much. So yeah, it's terrible.
Yo, the fucked up thing is, that's real too.
Yeah, that's real shit, and it's just like fuck. Oh, they got the water. They like a Gyarados mount for the water. That's pretty smooth. Lazy, why'd you type "ain't no fly" if you in the? I hate you. Oh no, that's Lazy. I thought it was. I don't know why I put y'all together. That's funny. I need to repel ASAP.
I'm setting up my stream. I think I'm gonna do it 10 to 1.
Nice. I'm glad you got that event thing figured out.
Yeah, man, that has been helping me a lot. Real talk.
I love it, man. Let you go to stream like so fast. Gonna watch My Hero movie again. Is it My Hero movie that good? It deserves a rewatch. Or you just trying to do like a video or something on it? You said what?
First or second one?
I think you're talking about the newest one that came out.
First or second movie, Phoenix.
You're talking about the second one that just came out, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I mean, if he's out here watching, Invisible Man and stuff.
Hey, Lazy, did you do the silver version or the gold version? Because I don't know if we can talk across different servers. I don't know, but I mean, all could be both. I don't know. Lazy Mozos. Why can't I see my own message? Yeah, the second one. GG at...
Oh, no, that ain't it. So shield, there we
I'm
go.
gonna go, okay. Yo, for some...
Hey, your boy Abra just evolved into a Kadabra.
That is a wonderful day, man. Congrats.
That was my shit.
Kadabra. That was the boy. I might have to try to go to you, Lazy.
Come to me so we can trade real quick.
Yeah. What city are you in? I'm gonna have to walk there, so it's gonna be a while.
Route 8.
Oh, you
Oh,
bastard.
that's why. All right.
What?
I have it on normal latency, like ultra low or low.
Oh, skipping or something?
No, it was just like there was like a 10-second delay on my stream between me, like real life and my stream.
Oh, yeah.
I have to do the same thing with Kadabra to get Alakazam.
Yeah, you gotta trade, my G.
The trade.
So now I gotta find you for real.
Dude, I beat the shit out of somebody for trying to walk away with my Kadabra. Well, Alakazam.
Yeah. People will try.
They're like, oh, the bell ring. I got it. We can do it late. No.
I need that.
No. Ass whooping.
I need that. Let me get up my mount. Oh yeah, but Florian's here, so you know we gotta get your opinion on the new chapter, my guy.
Oh yeah. Come on, Flo. Say them words, Jack.
Let me know.
I mean, I believe this is the best chapter we've had in a while. I wasn't really feeling the Odin flashback too much because we didn't get enough with the scabbards. Like, I was like, in order for us to care about any character, you must be invested. And the only scabbards I was the scabbards that I am invested in the most are Inu and Neku, because of the plot line in Zoe and how they lost their limbs to protect Raizo.
Right.
You got Kinemon. I am somewhat invested, but not too much, because he was been played as a gag character for a lot of, like, you know, the journey from Punk Hazard all the way to like Wano. It's just in Wano we started seeing more of a serious Kinemons, but you know,
hey,
semi-invested in
Kinemon definitely pulled out the Bushido real quick. The second old boy was like, "Oh, I'm the traitor." Kinemon was like, "All right, cool. I'm cutting that head off. I don't care how long we've been friends."
He is like full on the leader, but I like the way the chapter put it, because he started thinking it is like, it's gotta be. I didn't want to think of this. I never wanted to think of this, but it has to be it, right? And he's not saying it out loud because he doesn't want to. Yeah. And it takes Kandro being like, "It was me. I betrayed you." You know what I mean? And that just, and it put him on that Bushido mode. Like, all right, this is what I did.
Oh, it's that time. So that was like Kinemon's moment. But I agree what you were saying, Florian. Like, if they didn't, well, I mean, it's hard because you have to balance, you had to balance giving Odin his proper shine. He deserved a lot of shine, and that took a lot of chapters. And then you had to give Whitebeard their time. You had to give Orochi, you had to give plot points. So it was like giving the Scabbards the appropriate time. He probably could have, I guess, focused up a little bit and used some of the chapters to make us care about, like, at least Kanjiro, because Kanjiro, he didn't say anything for most of the flashback. His story was kind of the weakest one. Like, they just found this nigga selling bundles, like my nigga Nap said, and that was it. So it was like, yo, why didn't you make me care about him? You said what?
Sorry, I'm listening to you and I'm thinking, what if Kaido let him go?
Let Kanjiro go?
No, not Kanjiro. Odin. Hear me out. Let me speak real quick, because I was thinking about this while you were talking, and it makes a lot of sense. Kaido is a man of honor. He killed that woman because she interfered in his duel with somebody that he admired. All right? Kaido set the thing for an hour. It wasn't until Orochimaru changed it that... Fuck. Orochi changed it. I didn't even catch myself at first either.
Me neither.
But, until Orochi changed it and, just started fucking killing everybody. And that's not the way Kaido does things. That's not how he works. I think it's possible, maybe not plausible, but possible, that his honor, he stood there for the hour, so Kaido let him live. You know what I mean? If that... It's really me hoping that Kaido has the honor I think he does.
Huh.
But.
So he could... Okay. So I was thinking about this. So it was like, yo, this man... Okay, I don't know how to equate, what I'm saying, the two, but it's like standing up hot for an hour, getting shot in the head with a bullet. Both are supposed to kill you, so we don't really know the upper threshold of which one's actually more deadly. But, because hotter than fire oil for an hour or a bullet to the head. So it was like maybe Kaido chose to use a bullet because it was like, I know he can survive this, like you were saying. Like, he shot him and the bullet didn't do anything.
I thought Orochi shot him.
No, Kaido shot him. He put out the double barrel pistol and shot him in the head right when he was talking. But yeah, so that would I'm trying to like find a way to like support your theory, because like that'd be interesting. Like that could be another reason why he smiled, and we all think because he's like a D without the initial, but it's like, oh shit, I get to live, because it's like I'm already surviving in this pot. Me falling back in this pot isn't going to kill me, and he's probably going to make Orochi, go away from the area, and everyone's attention diverted, and Odin like gets out of the pot. That'd be crazy, but like you said, it's not impossible.
Volker, quick question. Do you have the Shadow Ball TM?
Let me see. I don't think I do. Oh, I'm pressing all these buttons. No, I do not. Sorry.
Let's see. There's any...
What?
Check my TMs.
What city are you in again?
I went right next to Lavender Town. That's what it's called.
Okay. I got a snow leg, so I should be able to go there easily. But yeah, Valen, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I really thought it was Orochi that shot him, so now I gotta like look at it,
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was that boy, the large.
So back to what I was saying. So you got we're not really invested into any of the scabbards except for like the ones that I named.
Yeah.
And like some of them I just like them because it's not really, I don't really get much from them. It's just that I like them for like a ridiculous reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you so when you
Are
you still there? Hello?
I'm here, and you're right.
Oh yeah. Is Florian still there?
Yeah, I was gonna say that
Wait a minute though.
it was a huge relief seeing Luffy and Kid in Law at the end of this chapter. And
Facts.
I do. That was probably like my favorite part after seeing them because we haven't seen the main cast in so long.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much
Are
it.
you one of the people that feels like when the Straw Hats
All right.
aren't?
People have been. Oh, sorry. I
Go ahead.
continue. I'm dumb.
No, I was gonna say, are you one of the people that
That was
feel
doing my
like
thing. Oh, you guys.
I forgot you were streaming too, so you can go ahead with your point. I feel like it's urgent.
Oh, me? No, I'm not streaming right now. Don't get me wrong. This is all you, Jack.
Oh, okay. I was
I'm
about to
not
say,
taking away from your fucking stream. Get out of here.
appreciate that, sir. What was I about to say? Florian, yeah. So do you feel like, are you one of the people that feels like you not have to, because I want to make it seem like bad or anything, but you one of the people that like wants the Straw Hats to be the focus of the story instead of like Oda cutting away to like different groups of people that aren't the Straw Hats?
Not necessarily. Sometimes I say that because the Reverie was some of the best One Piece chapters like ever,
Right.
just like in general, right?
That's fair.
And he could like Oda could do like well written stories when it's not about the Straw Hats. It's just that as of lately, he's just been having weird pacing issues, right? And I'm assuming because the deadlines and how he's trying to end the series.
Mm.
So that's probably how. That's probably why some of these chapters aren't hitting as much, especially when considering the flashback.
You feel like the flashback now the flashback is officially over. No more tumbling toward the future, and now it's actually over, and we're back in the main storyline. How do you feel about the flashback as a whole?
Um, started off decently.
Right.
Started off like for a nice strong start of him cutting the mountain god, and I know some people like to say that uh you want everything like you want like people try to complain how other people complain how wow, this is weird to say. All right, well, anyways, let me say what I was gonna say. I believe that he didn't take his time enough time with the flashback because the time where we have to invest into the scabbards was the flashback, right?
Right.
That's when we get the scabbard's motivation to fulfill Odin's goal, and uh, we should have gotten at least one chapter dedicated to each scabbard, or like a pair of scabbards at a time. Like Inu and Neku could have been like a chapter, and like their relationship with Odin, Conjuro's relationship with Odin, like everybody's relationship, and people probably would say, "Oh, that's going to take too long," but that's how you get someone invested into these characters.
It's the
The reason
payoff,
why,
yeah.
yeah, a lot of people wasn't really feeling the Conjuro reveal. Well, not a lot, but like the reason why some people that I know wasn't feeling the Conjuro reveal is just that like we don't really know Conjuro like that.
Yeah. Like we didn't the thing that makes a good reveal good is knowing as much about the character as possible, having as many clues as possible, and still having a hard time figuring out who's the traitor while focusing on the actual main event of the story arc. So the main event of the story arc is Luffy fighting Kaido. Big Mom also shows up, and now he has his supernova rivals around him. It's just a clusterfuck. So while we're focusing on that, we also should be being like, all right, who's acting weird in this panel as opposed to this panel? We have so much to go off of every single character that all these little, ticks could point to it. But when you don't have all that information and it's like bare minimum surface telling of the character, then it's just like, well, we don't have much to go off on anyway, so we can't deduce anything or try to deduce anything because we barely have clues. And some people say we had a bit like it was. I don't want to say obvious. I do not want to say obvious because it's not. It wasn't obvious that it was Conjuro, but based off the story that everyone and their grandma found about the painter betraying someone, and knowing how Oda likes to throw in stories
I
from
was
ancient
telling people
Japan.
about that for months.
You was. That's what I'm saying. It was like all these smart people finding it and then disseminating the information among their people, and those people talking to more people, and it's like it's out there. It was one of the main ones. It was like no one else really makes sense. The thing that I wish Oda did was give us more things to make it like hard for us to guess. If Kanjuro was a traitor, then he was the one that stabbed Ashura Doji in the back. Why? Why did he do that? When did he have time to do that? He doesn't even have an actual sword. He has a paint sword. Where did he get this random sword from? He could have picked it up or whatever, but like, what was the motivation behind it? That panel will be the most random panel of all time. Why did you stab Ashura Doji? Of all, not Ashura Doji, yeah, Ashura Doji, of all people. Like, what, like, if you stab someone in the back, you're doing it like the old hag changed for Kaido. Like, it was for a purpose, to distract Odin so he can knock out Odin and beat Odin, and it happened. It's a perfectly good plan. But Ashura Doji being stabbed in the back, I can't make heads or tails of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, random panels like that is just weird to me. And add to the, okay, well, you kind of fleshed that out, but you didn't flesh out the scabbards. It's, weird stuff like that. And granted, it could be set up for the next 50 chapters from now. And maybe there was 2 traders. So it was like we all focusing on fucking Kanjuro, but there was like another trader that's like, all right, well, everyone, or Oda could be thinking like, everyone does 1 trader, I'm gonna do 2. So it's like the first trader go ahead and outs himself, so the second trader can now lie in wait because there's no more suspicion. You know what I'm saying? So that would be a cool route to go, because everyone was thinking, I think Kanjuro and Raizo. Well, Kanjuro, Raizo, and I think Ino and Neku was in there too. So it was like, it's still a trader in the midst. That would be a nice little twist on the trader storyline. Because I'm pretty sure it's been done before, but I can't, like, you know, off the top of my head be like, oh, this happened and this, you know what I mean? So that was my little thing on it. But if you want to, you know, keep going on about the chapter, I keep stealing your spotlight with my crazy theories.
Nah, bro, the spotlight's all yours. This is your stream, your 50th celebration, bro. Don't ever think differently. You got to stop that mindset. This one's about you. We do all sorts of shit together. This shit is you.
That is true. But the possibility of 2 traders, yeah, man, like that. Think how dope that would be. Like, just a random, you know what I'm saying, like a double setup. You know what I'm saying, which would be.
Well, they already have that.
With who?
Like, there's already not to maybe we're thinking differently, but there's already 2 traders. One on, you know, our side, one on their side. The one on our side just got revealed, but the one on their side was revealed a few chapters.
No. Two traders in the scabbards.
In the scabbard.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, my bad.
But I say that like yeah, I was saying like it's like a weird like safety thing. Like Orochi has proven in my mind that he's a smart, capable, cunning person to get shit done. Yes. So it was like, all right, well, if I was Oda and I would set up this really smart character, another way to give praise to how smart the character is, not only do I make him, you know what I'm saying, put a traitor in their midst and they have no idea for however long and I get all the information I need, I'm going to set up a backup account, almost like a savings account trader. You know what I'm saying? If things go wrong, I got this backup account ready. So they out the trader. All right, cool. But, you know what I'm saying? If they find out before my plan goes off, I'll need someone to feed me information. And I don't want to put all my chips on one person. And Orochi already said he was a weird guy. Like, he was weird. He was unstable. Apparently, he was a blob of a black mass of energy. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a weird depiction.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this is the most interesting silhouette I've seen yet. I mean, it could be that, you know, just the same way as what's his name, Kyoshiro, physically changed his appearance from anger. Maybe the anger that Kyoshiro felt paled in comparison to what Kanjuro felt when his parents got killed. And
that's what it changed him into.
Really, he was just literally, or that could be just an artist depiction of how much anger he was in at that moment, and darkness and despair.
Orochi gave him the fruit. Like, that's in the panel, which I thought was pretty cool.
He could have, Alcantara could literally look like that. He could have painted over himself and just this is how I want to look. So that could also be a
I
thing.
think I'm.
Not Valorant. Damn.
I'm curious what role.
Where are you?
They were only in for a second, but you know they didn't go anywhere.
I'm in Lavender Town, another shop. Sorry, go. Keep going.
What role do you think the CP0 is going to play in what's happening? Because we know they're in Wano. That's a fact, 100%. That is not an arguable thing.
There's
got no place.
There's two branches I could say could go into CP0. We could have misunderstood the relationship between CP Agent Zero and Sword. Like the sword and shield usually go together to protect and arm a single person. So you would think that they're two branches of the same thing, but we know that in Marines and the world government, there's like a dissonance between those two. So we was looking at it as, all right, sword is like secret thing from shield. And that was kind of reinforced when X Drake was like, yo, what is CP0 doing here? Kind of putting it like, okay, they didn't know they was here, or it's like it's kind of a bad thing that they're here. Instead of like, okay, we got some CP agents, we got some CP0 agents, it's gonna be dope. He's like, why are they here? So you could really look at it like, okay, they're two different factions. If they're two different factions, I think the world government has got wind of whatever's going on, either through this, like if Blackbeard and the world government are still working together, like behind the scenes, that would be another cool twist. And since Blackbeard knows what's going on Wano, the world government knows, and they're sending CP0. Or there could be another spy that, just like Stussy and Whole Cake, there's a CP0 agent here in Wano feeding information. And just like, you know what I'm saying, since I'm guessing CP0 came first, Sword is taking cues from them, and they was like, all right, we're gonna put a trader in Wano because CP0 been doing that for ages, and we taking a page from their playbook since we're technically the little brother agent to that. So I think CP0 is there the same reason that Sword's there, to like take down Kaido, or at least keep an eye on him in case they need to take him down, and to knock down important pillars when the time comes. You know what I mean? Like Hiroshi or Kyoshiro or whoever they need to take down, and kind of test the waters, because Kizaru already wanted to go there, and Akane wanted to. He was wary of them. I don't know if it was because he's in Sword and he didn't want Marines there to see and fuck up his operation.
I think he knows a bit about what CP0 is doing there.
Oh yeah, he's at the top, so he would be able to, you know, see more stuff.
But I think that's the reason he didn't send him. It wasn't any like, oh, we don't know the strength of the samurai. It was more CP0's doing stuff over there, but I can't say anything about it because it's all sorts of secret, you know.
Well, I mean, it's not like anyone would be able to recognize them. Like any of the Marines would be able to recognize them. So them going there, why would that mess up anything?
I disagree. I think somebody with hockey or with observation hockey knows who somebody is outside of that mask is going to be like, oh shit, what's up, Rob? You know what I mean? Like that's the whole point of hockey, in like observation hockey. I don't think.
I just don't see how the Marines could get in the way of CP0. Is what I mean. Like if they were there, how would sending the Marines stop them from doing what they were already doing? You know what I mean?
Well, it's because they have to, because of the way Wano's structured. It's a parable for how whatchamacallit, how Japan became and westernized and open. So it can't be a huge thing, because the way it happened in Japan was small little things adding up to bigger changes. And I think that's one of the things Oda's doing, because like I said from the beginning, this is a Japanese love song. All right, this is not necessarily for us. There's going to be beats and whole verses we don't necessarily get the way we should. You know what I mean?
I definitely agree with that, and echoed that same sentiment many times. I believe. Oh, this is Florian. You walk right past me, bro. What up?
You just walk past us again.
I'm weak. There we go. But yeah, it's well, we can either trade, battle, or I can.
Yeah. Do we have a scissor?
I do have a scissor. That's awesome.
Yo, I can hardly lift my arms, man.
It's tough in these streets. You're gonna be moving them arms in a few months, man. They're gonna be cracking concrete, so it's all worth it. So I'm gonna read.
Bending quarters Fist.
That's wild. That's a wild visual. All right. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? Because I don't have like everything, but I got a good assortment of Pokemon.
All right, man. I'm
I
actually
just
gonna
want to
try
right
and
now.
get
I
a
just
couple
want
more
to trade. Just trade me Graveler and Kadabra, and just give it like let them evolve, and then give them back to me.
All right. Cool.
All right, since I'm doing
And,
stuff a little earlier, I'm gonna try and get at least 1 or 2 hours of sleep before 10.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm
and
doing 10 to
do
1.
you have any special attack TMs?
Yes, Fist of the Valence Star.
Special attack CM. Let me see. So I'm guessing you hopping off
Special
Valen for the sleep.
Yeah, I'm about to knock out for a minute.
Hey man.
It's only been a couple hours, so by the time I wake up, you'll still be going.
Probably. I don't want to, but probably.
I might jump back in, or it depends. Like, it really depends. I might just chill with my kid today until 10, play some Pokemon, do that. I appreciate you as a person. I love the fact that you finally getting these people. You're up to 52 already.
Yeah.
From the stream, love to see it. I'll always come back because you're one of my favorite people. Thanks for having me.
Much appreciated, man. I appreciate
Florian,
you stopping by. Ah, weak.
I love saying really nice things about one person and then just being mean to another person, just completely arbitrarily.
Just dropping
I don't
the
know
bombs.
why. I feel like it's hilarious.
Hey man, you gotta do what makes you happy.
But I know Flo knows that it's all jokes.
It's all love.
Of course.
Yeah,
right,
man.
So appreciate everybody.
How do you trade
in every direction? Be prepared. Yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep.
Yeah, man. Take it easy. I'll walk you through the process. I'm just looking through my TMs right now. I have a Ice Beam and a Mega Drain, but I'm low key trying to keep those. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think I got
Mega Drain. I don't need Mega Drain.
Yeah.
Can Abra even learn Mega Drain? I mean, Ice Beam?
I have no idea. I don't think so. I've never had one with it. I never had Alakazam with it, and I definitely would teach one that. So, probably not. But, let me see. See if I ain't got anything else I can offer up to the gods.
Yeah, I don't think you can learn Ice Beam.
Nah.
Yeah, it can. I just looked it up.
Hurt. You need a Thunderstone?
I have one already.
What about a Dust Stone or a Leaf Stone? Oh yeah, we nerding out today, guys. Pokemon Revolution with my knuckles. Not to meet up with Lazy, because I think he's on. We're in Lavender Town. Are you that far, Lazy? Because if so, you can meet up with the squad. You know what I'm saying? Squad up. All right, you ready to trade, Florian? This nigga still here? Florian. Oh, my button. Oh, no. Hello? Why does it go for so long when I talk? Yo, Florian. My boy is up out of here. In the Rock Town. Oh, man. I just left the Rock Town on my other playthrough. Shh. Yeah, I'll come through and give you some love, man. I'll stock up on low-level Pokemon so I can just trade you some shit. So I don't know what happened to Florian. He got low diffed. I can give you the Steelix because I really don't want it. I wonder if you can trade. Like, I wonder if there's like a level cap on what I can give you. Like, like they may not want you just to come in the game and just have a level 100 Pokemon because your friend traded it with you. But I mean, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? We out here. Noctowl. Ghastly. Are you back, son? Nope. Oh, he might be back. What's up?
Yeah, I'm back. Do you have any leftovers?
I do not. I am sorry.
I have one.
Alright. I wouldn't have enough badges anyway. Oh, yeah, that's right. My stupid ass. So, how many badges you got, Lazy? You probably got, if you're in a rock tunnel, that means you probably got one at least. One badge. So, you probably need, like, load.
How do you trade?
How you trade?
How do you do it?
I'm about to
Ooh,
do it. You just left click on the person and click trade. You should see a thing pop up now.
Okay.
I have 3 leftovers. Yo, Lazy, let me hold one of them leftovers, yo. Yeah, I'm definitely headed to the rock tunnel for my boy Lazy. He out here with the good stuff. Yo, I sent you a trade thing.
I think I accepted it.
What the hell?
Did it again?
Yeah, for some reason, it's not doing it. Try to send me one. I should do like I keep opening up.
Oh, it says I need the rainbow badge to trade.
That's weak. The rainbow badge, wait. Oh, that's tough. You need 4 badges to train. Wait, Lazy, you got.
Where is that at?
What's up?
4th gym. Is it at
I think it's Fuchsia's.
Vermilion City?
Yeah, it's Vermilion because it's the what you call it chick, grass chick.
Grass. Oh, that's gonna be easy.
Oh yeah. Right.
Now I'm just trying to like balance out my fucking squad because my team, my fucking Pokemons are top heavy as shit.
What do you got?
I have like 2 Mons that are like, what's it called? 44. One that's 44 and the other one's like 42.
God damn.
The Charizard and Roselia.
Yeah.
And for
Yo, how'd you
my
evolve
other
your
Mons,
How'd you
right
evolve
now,
your Bidoof?
highest is Earthling at 30.
How'd you evolve your Bidoof?
You evolve them into sunlight and you have to be friends with them.
That's so weak. I had a Bidoof for so long because I was like, I have no idea how to do this. But in the fucking sunlight. So like, you have to go to an area that's like sunlight, or just during the day, outside.
During the day.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to like level them up, like, you know.
That's so annoying. Well, I don't plan on going back to my second account, so I guess that works out. And now I don't have to walk to the rock tunnel because I know if I can't trade with you, I can't trade with Lazy. So we out here. Let me see. Anything else I want to talk about the chapter? I can't think of anything right now, and I don't want this. I don't want to stream, my previous 2 days, have all them hours, and then my 50 sub party ends up being like 2 hours, and it just looks, crappy in comparison. But I really don't want to stay up for like that long again. I actually want to sleep today, so I might either cut this off at 2 hours and 30 or 3 hours. Oh, you finally found it, my man. It took you a minute, but you did it. You better start making eggs and stuff. Florian, yeah, I forgot his connection keeps.
No, it fainted. No.
What happened?
Fainted. I was trying to get a wicket so I could catch it, and then it fainted.
That's tough as fuck.
Yo, I was waiting so long for that Ditto. Are you kidding me?
I'm so sorry.
How did it faint from what? I should have used the weak attack. I'm so stupid. What time is it?
It'd be like
You know what?
that.
Fuck it. I'm not going to bed tonight.
It's Pokemon time. So good. Just got out the rock tunnel. Yeah, man. You need one more badge though. Wait, okay. So Lazy, do you have 3 badges or 1 badge? Because you just got there's no way you just got out the rock tunnel and you got 4 badges or 3. It'd be crazy. Get you Eradicate with Super Fang. Yeah, Eradicate with Super Fang is busted.
Fuck this game, bro. You know the only reason why I need a Ditto is so I can get the fucking bike.
You need a Ditto for the bike? Why?
Because like you need to pay like a shit ton if you don't like for a voucher.
Yeah.
Then there's a mission where if you if you capture a Ditto, he'll give you a voucher.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that. Brock, Misty. Oh yeah. Well shit, man, you need one more badge from the fuck is her name? The rainbow badge, I think. I can't remember. Oh shit.
Ditto.
My boy Trent Money, what's going on? The ticket guy wants a Ditto. Yeah, I'm definitely have to get one. Yo, appreciate you stopping by, man. This is my 50 sub, celebration. Just celebrating the little things for people, stopping by, commenting, subscribing, all that good stuff. We Pokemon's it up right now, but we was talking about the chapter. I don't know if you want to give your thoughts on it real quick, you know what I'm saying? But
homie hopped in and so we could fuck. I thought I got a Ditto. For a second I thought it really played.
Yeah,
It said Pidgeotto, but all I thought it was the O's and the T's, and I was just like, oh shit.
Big hurt. Yeah, man, that's a big letdown. That's a big letdown. That's how I be feeling when I try to catch a Growlithe, and like I get every other Pokemon in the grass but fucking Growlithe. Hey, yeah, man, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Small baby steps to that 1 milli. Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying. Because I'm really.
Well, back to the chapter. Back to what I was saying about the chapter.
Oh, go ahead, sir.
It's not more so it's not the fact that like I like to see the Straw Hats and I think the story is better with the Straw Hats. It's just that those are the characters that we connected with the most. So
right,
it's just it was refreshing to see them after because this was the longest flashback. So I was just like, oh, this is nice. I like seeing Luffy put a smile on my face.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Seeing the boys back at it
also
again.
Also like the callback with Law wearing Corazone's outfit.
Oh yeah. I'm once again I'm mad I missed that during my live reaction, but that was definitely a hype ass moment. Like, yo, he's really out here. Do you see it the same way as Valen? And kinda I see it a little bit, but I'm half in, half out on it. But Valen and others see it as him putting on that coat was him waving his final giant death flag. You think Law, because of this, you know what I'm saying, that makes Law gonna die this chapter? Or not chapter, but this arc.
This chapter for this arc, yeah, definitely. He's definitely fighting dust this arc. No question.
Oh man, you're not even fighting it. You full Law taking the L.
I mean, someone has to die. It's like this is Kaido we're talking about, right?
Yeah, you got to put a little bit of weight on it. If no one dies, it'll be a little lackluster. I kind of agree. I have to train this Steelix. But if Law were to die, how you think it would go down? Like, it would be, you know what I'm saying, with him and the
mortality surgery. It has to be done.
Why does everyone think that you have to give up your life for that?
Yeah, because why would Oda bring that up as a plot point and not call back to it?
I think it's for. That's
like.
I think
because if someone else gets the fruit.
I think it's a sleight of hand play. Like I was telling Valen earlier, not Valen, but I was telling Valen earlier that I think Law has too much going on with his D initial, and all the secrets that can only be answered on Raftail. So I think he's probably gonna make it to Raftail, and I think his fruit and immortal surgery. Doflamingo says something about if he had the hat from Mary Joie or the treasure of Mary Joie and Law's power, he would, you know what I'm saying, like rule the world or hold the reins or something like that. One of Doflamingo's amazing speeches. So I think Law that's going to be saved for something either with Doflamingo or whatever he was talking about is going to make sense because Law's fruit is going to like play a big part in it in some kind of way. You know what I mean? And it is 1:58 where I'm at, Trent. Late, but you know what I'm saying, we on the ground, 2 hours in. But yeah, that's what I think about Law dying. I think he has something to do in the future. So it's just like, okay, so Kaido's invincible, it's magical, there's an immortality surgery, and like Oda kind of led us down that path like he likes to do. Like a lot of people was hopping on the Inu and Neku, one of them is Trader Strain when they started fighting. But that was just a sleight of hand. Like, all right, look at these guys, and then hey, it's Ganjiro. You know what I'm saying? Just to get a little, just create a little bit of dissidence, so it's not so obvious. But I think that's what he's doing here. Like, it looks like Law is gonna die, but then, boom, it's gonna be maybe someone else, or he's just not gonna die, huh?
So you know how in Naruto we got introduced to the gates of death, right? The 8 gates.
Yeah.
And it was something that's high. It was highly anticipated for at least Lee or my guy to go the 8th gate of death, right?
Facts.
And it would be kind of a waste if Naruto ended and no characters has showed the potential that the 8 gates could do.
That would be a waste.
That's kind of like how what introducing the immortality surgery and not going through with it would be.
But then you could argue that something better than him using immortality surgery and giving up his life to make someone invincible, it would be a better plot line for him, for that possibility for that fruit to be introduced, and then they completely either turn it on its head or make it even more powerful than people thought. Because it's like every time fruits are passed on, people use it in different ways, and depending on how powerful you are, your fruit techniques will get passed down and used by someone and in a completely different way. Just like Will's, just like Pirate King was like Gold Roger's thing, but Luffy's gonna do something that's far surpasses that. Sabo's probably gonna use Ace's fruit way better than him. It's just like every time someone gets the fruit, shit gets improved. So I think the same is gonna happen with Law. The only reason Doflamingo knows that immortality surgery is maybe it got performed on somebody, and since that's the president,
got performed on Kaido. And why Law's going to use the immortality surgery? He's going to do a reverse of it so he can make Kaido mortal again.
Right, that's the thing that is right in front of your face, and that's probably what 95% of the people in the community think right now. So it was like it would stand to reason that most of the time Oda's gonna, you know what I'm saying, either hit the mark or exceed the mark by doing some shit that we won't expect. Like he'll set up, all right, this is probably what's gonna happen, and now let me go do something different. So I think whatever Doflamingo was talking about with Law's fruit and the treasure of Mary Joie's, that's actually gonna come to fruition in some kind of way. And instead of Law turning someone immortal, his fruit does some kind of crazy shit and gives someone like way more power than he thought it was going to give. Like, I just don't think Law's fruit is going to be used in the way that has been set up. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be used differently. Just like how every plan the Straw Hats have go to shit. You know what I mean?
That is true. They do go to shit, but like he's still going to use it. That's the thing. At one point or another, he's going to use something that's similar to the immortality surgery in order to either, because some people think that he's going to either save someone's life or like bring Luffy back to life, or like make Kaido on
immortal,
like pretty much killable.
Did Doflamingo say verbatim that if someone used the immortality fruit that the user would die? I think someone said that, right? Or is that just like a fan theory?
No, it's from Mingo said it.
Okay, I'm just
Or
making
it
sure.
was either or something. I forgot which one. One of them
Cool.
said it.
Cool. I was just making sure because it was like I was just doing. I didn't want to like call it like a fan theory because I'm pretty sure someone said it, but yeah. Are you Zednius? There's someone named that in the Poke Center in the town I go to. Law ain't into being a hero though. He's like a tsundere hero. Like I kind of put Law and Kid on the same spectrum, but just at different ends. Like Law does good stuff for people, but he has this cool bravado about him, so he doesn't want to actually do it. But he saved Luffy's life. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he was thinking 15 moves ahead. Like, all right, if I save him now, he'll help me beat Doflamingo. Because how, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he knew at the time Luffy was strong enough to beat Doflamingo. So it was just like he does stuff to help people out. And then Kids, like, instead of being like all cool and calm like Law, he's just expressive and loud about it. But he's actually a murderer and shit. So it's like he has bodies behind his anger, but just at the end of the day, um, unless okay, so rolling into this, I asked Valen about this. Do you have a problem with kids showing up at the port the exact same time Luffy and Law did, or do you think
I don't
that's a
think it was
coincidence, or you think it was a plan?
it was definitely planned. It makes no sense if it was a coincidence.
Okay, so if it was planned, that means that after Kid had the epic panel saying, "I'm never going to trust anyone again," he hops in a plan with Luffy the second he's out of danger. How would you, that does it
I think
make you
it
feel a
was
certain
more
way?
so of a like they met up right
Yeah.
somehow during the thing, and then Kid sees that or Kid's about to attack, and then like Luffy sees it, and then like they talk about it, and then it's like, all right, but don't get in my way, type of a thing. They're gonna argue, blah blah blah. Like it's gonna be something,
You
right?
think you think
But
we're gonna get a flashback
it
to
can't
that?
just be like, oh, randomly, like, all right, I'm gonna attack Kaido, and then just like, oh, what are you doing here? Like, I'm attacking Kaido, like I'm attacking Kaido too, and then it's just gonna be like, I don't
But
know, just
Kid didn't know about the about the samurais waiting on the other side of the port when he came in.
oh, he didn't. He probably doesn't even care about that plotline though.
Yeah, but why would he be surprised if someone told him, "Hey, people are gonna be here. We're gonna meet up at this point"? Because you said he's part of the plan. So if he's part of the plan, then
No,
he.
not that type of plan. No, all it is that they plan to attack Kaido together. Like he like he admit to like, all right, I'll attack them together, right?
So you mean
And
they
then
they sent the invite to Kid? They was like, "Hey, meet me here," and that was it.
yeah,
Oh,
pretty
okay.
much.
And then when he got
I
there,
think
he was like,
it
"Oh."
happened like it happened. I don't know when it happened. We'll have to see, but it just
So you think it's gonna be a
I
flashback,
just
or
know
they're just gonna press on without that ever showing
they're just
there how
gonna
they got
talk
together?
about why Kid is there.
You said what?
They'll just talk about why Kid is there. It doesn't have to be a flashback, but it could be.
Mm. I mean, I could see that because
People lost the fucking ditto.
I was seeing people speak on like both ends of it, to where it was like, oh, it has to be a coincidence because of what he said, or it has to be planned, and if it's planned, then it's bad because Kid's working with people. But I mean, if I guess if you don't put that much stock into what Kid said about working with people, I guess it can't be that big of an issue because it's like, oh, we're both taking down Kaido. So, but it's just I just feel like Oda doesn't like stick to the rules he set sometimes. Because if Law was if Kid was truly not about working with anyone else ever again, even an invite to go beat up Kaido, even though he was already going to do it, just wouldn't seem like some kid would do at this point. It's like instead of because he didn't have to go to Onigashima and help them beat up these dudes, he could have went to Onigashima himself, which is kind of what he said he was going to do anyway. You know what I mean?
Feel that.
Hello?
I mean, yeah,
Oh, okay.
it just I don't know.
What'd you say?
Uh, I don't know. I just can't see any way it was just an accidental meetup. Like oh, you're going to attack Kaido now?
Well,
Just like literally like throughout this whole time they were there for how many? Since the time that um Kid escapes, he just coincidentally sense same day to attack on the same prophecy.
Well, not
Hey,
even
I just got another drill. All right. This is not a
nice.
drill.
Good shit, man. Well, yeah, it wasn't even the fact that it was a coincidence. It's not that part. It's just that if Kid is working with the Straw Hats in any capacity, rather than just going to Onigashima, like I don't see why he would help them out, because that's just one more fight he has to do. He could just leave and go to Onigashima if he was really not working with anybody. So even if Luffy was like, "Hey, we're gonna go do the thing you're gonna go do already," well then, you know what I'm saying, why doesn't Kid just go do it? But that was just my whole thing and a little weird logic about it. I actually had another question about, well, let me read Lazy stuff because he's been in the chat heavy. Maybe when we find out the Rocky Port incident, we'll have a better idea on what law is on. Facts. Whatever happened at the Rocky Port, I don't know if it has something to do with the 100 hearts that he took. I kind of assumed that, like, it was like something happened. There was this massive crew, like the hundred nigga crew, and it was an up and coming crew causing troubles at Rocky Port, and Law just kind of took all their hearts at once. Not at once, but at like over a day or something. Law was fighting all these niggas by himself, and he was taking their hearts one by one. And then the Marines showed up because it was like a multi-day fight. And then freaking Kobe got involved, and shit happened. Law escaped with 100 hearts because that's just cool as shit. Since do we take characters' words though? They lie in panels too. They do lie in panels. It's just be a weird thing for Law to lie about. You know what I'm saying? What? This nigga Florian. Either that or Kid, or what Kid said was based more on emotion than logic. So he was basically pouting. So you saying Kid was having a bad day and his niggas got hurt, and he was like, "Man, fuck y'all niggas, I'm going home." And then he really show up to the party when you send him the fucking location. I mean, that's fair. I mean, your main guy, your vice captain, has like some kind of has like face AIDS now, and it's like you couldn't do anything about it. So as a captain, you should feel bad and, you know, say some shit when you already used to not. You're a pirate and like one of the worst pirates, so it's like, you know, use fresh emotion whenever you want. You really care about what other people have to say, so I get that. The thing with Kobe, now Law out there with these ties to X Drake. Yeah, X Drake was definitely in that cell when he cut up Hawkins, so it was like, there's a lot of panels with Law lurking in the background with different groups of people, kind of doing what he did with Luffy. Like, he made an alliance with Luffy, you know what I'm saying, when he needed to. He may have made an alliance with Drake, but it's like the difference between like the alliances Orochi makes and Law is like Law, he has to go through shit with you. Like, he technically went through shit with X Drake in his past, like in his flashback. So he has history with X Drake, and then he has history with Luffy because he met him in Marineford and Sabaody and Punk Hazard. So it was like, all right, people that's shown and proved, I can, like, you know, put them in my thing. But it's like, another big theory is that Law's in Sword because of his connection to X Drake and Corazon, and Corazon was, I think, one of the first Sword agents, or at least one of the people that got recruited in Sword. So it's like, if he's putting on the coat, that could be another like symbol, like, okay, he's putting on that Sword drip. Like, I'm officially a Sword member. Everything I do from now on is for Sword and the Luffy alliance. You know what I'm saying? That'd be pretty dope. You still there, Florian? You got any thoughts on any of that?
I mean, for the most part, I see where you're coming from. Oof, man, hurting me.
Let me attempt to get that boy nonsense nap if he gets on. Bam. Where am I? Okay. Alright. Do I want to keep playing Pokemon? Should I continue to switch it up? Well, let me go on Twitter real quick.
Yikes.
Oh man, is that a wild nap? Oh ho ho. My main partner in crime. What's going on, man? It's good to have you through in the 50 sub special.
Okay, congratulations, sir. Congratulations.
Yeah, much appreciated, man. Just been chilling here. We was talking with Valen for a good minute about the chapter. Then me and Florian was going back and forth. Couple people coming through. Got 5 viewers right now, so feeling pretty good. How you been doing today, man?
Just woke up. Was asleep 14 hours. Been sleep. I'm thinking like 4 in the afternoon yesterday.
Goddamn.
Probably 12 hours. Solid 12.
You definitely needed that because you was sleep or sleepy as hell.
Yeah.
Ooh, so you definitely read the spoilers and then you read the full chapter, and I'm sure you've watched a few before you went to bed videos about the chapter. How are you feeling, sir?
How am I feeling about the chapter? I mean, with the spoilers, I was upset. I was highly upset.
Wait, what? Hold up. Let me get this backstory.
Cause the way it was explained was, he was, the reason why he was doing this because he just didn't have no feelings. He had lost his heart. That was it. We didn't get nothing else. So I'm like, no, fuck that.
Wait, what? Oh wait.
Yeah,
So you're saying Conjuro didn't have enough motivation for you as to why he was the traitor?
Exactly. And I'm like, this is what everybody been saying as far as like what's been wrong with Oda's writing, if that's the case. I'm like, if this is that's bullshit. And the arguments I didn't have before, like, I have no more bearing or reason now. Like, it's in my face. So it's like, if that's the case,
Yeah, man.
I won't like it. But when we got to talking about, I'm like, if he's a Kurazumi, I'll be fine. If he has some type of literal ties, if the old hag is his mom or whatever, if something happens where like they killed his parents and like he's just been by himself, shunned, everything. I'm like, okay, I can see that.
Did when you saw Kanjiro or whatever the fuck that was, the black energy, when they first showed him, what was the first thing that went through your mind when you kind of went over that panel? I don't know if you read the spoilers or the whole chapter.
It looked kind of like Big Mom-esque. Well, that wasn't in the spoilers. I didn't see that.
Oh, okay.
But when I read it for the chapter, I was like, that looked kind of like a Big Mom solo or whatever. But I know, with Oda and the Shade, I think he was doing that because he didn't want it to. He was still holding off for the reveal, I guess, in a way. But he had already said it too, didn't he?
He already said it. So why not show us baby Conjuro or little Conjuro?
Yeah.
So it was like.
But then it also kind of goes into why not show us King and Queen, designs and stuff too, when we already know what they look like. So yeah. I don't know why he did that.
Yeah, it was weird because King and Queen was in silhouette in the Odin versus Kaido match, but then in the one where Toki had ran out on that horse, you could clearly see King in front of the castle. So it was like, why wasn't he in silhouette there? It was like, what the fuck? But besides that, I was talking earlier, I think Florian or Valen, and I was saying that maybe it was an artistic choice, kind of like, okay, you put him in silhouette, but you make it all like ethereal and make it like it's on fire, like dark flames, to like represent all his anger and shit like that, and from like what was going on to the Korizumi family. But then again, I got to thinking, I was like, yo, what if we already saw Kyoshiro changed his body for no reason? What if Kanjuro kind of did it too, and he used his fruit to like kind of paint because he can already paint himself perfectly. You know, the way Kanjuro actually looks. That's why he was able to do a clone. What if he actually painted over himself and he still looks like that black blob for whatever reason? Oda can go into that, but it's just like now it's the black blob with the paint over it, and he act like the way Kanjuro looks now is just another one of his creations. And it's like when they beat him, he'll just go back to his original form or whatever. Should be crazy.
I wouldn't mind that.
Because I really like. I'm hoping because the more I look at the panels and the more people complain about, okay, this could have been in there, this could have been fleshed out, and all these random panels, Oda's choosing to just do these random things that are seemingly connected to nothing. He could have used that panel to flesh out the scabbards more. So when Kanjuro was actually revealed, we felt more for him. He was the least fleshed out scabbard. He was selling bundles, and he had a white face, like a white painted face, and that was it. So I'm like,
yeah.
Like if I for a second I thought it was Kinemon during the chapter because he was like, Orochi was explaining how overzealous he was and everything. And I was like, maybe that's Kinemon, because Kinemon for sure was like really going hard at the port yelling into that mic. So it was like maybe it was him, but then it was like that would have almost been more interesting. You know what I'm saying? If it was Kinemon, but it's like the literal dude in the background who we have the least dialogue from is the traitor. Like, yo, what the fuck? At least make it hard for us. Like throw us curveballs, all that stuff. But I feel like a lot of people called this just like a lot of people called Denjiro. Honestly, like Denjiro being Kyoshiro, a lot of people called that early, and a lot of people called Kanjuro early. And it was like we was trying to like if we all stayed on the track and we didn't move, it would be kind of boring. It was like we almost tried to fool ourselves into thinking it was something else just so it wouldn't be so obvious, I want to say, sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's tough when it's like you really want to believe in Oda's writing and be his ability to blow you out of the water like he did back in Water 7, no pun intended, Water 7 and Marineford, and hell, even Thriller Bark sometimes. But it's just like, it just keeps feeling like, all right, he's just giving us enough to get to the part he wants to. Because before it was like it was said that Oda has a thing where he kind of goes for moments and then he fills in the rest in between with whatever. So the intermediate sometimes can be lacking, but then he'll drop a fire panel with fire implications, and that's like that redeems him in a lot of people's eyes, until they get fatigued again of a flashback or a character arc that Oda really wants to tell, but then gives up on halfway through. It makes it hard for those people to be like, well, wait for the moment. It's like, yo, sometimes I want the journey to be as good, if not better, than the moment you're working toward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
See, that's on like
mm-hmm.
with kind of like with the Conjurer stuff too. Like you said, like he was in the back. I mean, everything. We're looking back at it, like with the traitor stuff, everything points to him. And I was trying like not to really like look at him as the guy because I thought it was too obvious.
Yeah,
he fits the play style and everything, being the only person that's dressed in that type of attire. Like you said, being in the background and everything, and then the fact that that Japanese history and with Wano just being Japan, it just everything fit the mold. But then like with his like no characterization for him, like you said, we're gonna have to expound upon more about him, which then would help a little bit more as far as like in building on the scabbards as well too. But I don't want that to be the focus, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want that to be later on. I kind of want just that now, and then in Act 4 just straight fights and maybe like Kaido's backstory. I don't want, you know what I'm saying, like all this more so storytelling in the next act.
It's almost fluff in a way, because a lot of the storylines are just dropped halfway through, or it's like not it doesn't go anywhere, or it's another thread for something so far in the future that it's kind of getting in the way now. Like, it's like, I know you have to set up the story, you have to make sure things, they're boxes you have to check, but it's like, don't make that process boring, you know what I mean, or predictable, because it's like,
Exactly.
you blew our minds at the beginning, and it's like, I guess it's not fair for us to expect Marineford every single arc, but it's like, you literally told us this was the arc. You told us this was the arc that was gonna make Marineford look cute. You also told us this was the in the arc multiple times. He was like, oh, you literally hyped yourself in the middle of the arc, like, yo, don't miss this moment. It's gonna be fire, the Hour of Legends. And it's like, that one kind of panned out. That one panned out, and then, but it was like literally the chapter before everyone was shitting on it, and it's like, if you waited one chapter and hyped the next chapter where he actually died, then it would have been, appropriate. But it's like, you kind of raise expectations when people's expectation was already low, and then you let them down, and then you try to make up for it the next chapter with Odin's death. But we're still like, oh, we were still reeling from like the Hour of Legends thing. So it's like, there's a lot of different perspectives and angles you can look at it from. But it's like, I don't want to say Oda's writing has gotten bad, because if I was to like rate I won't rate the flashback. I actually got to ask you about that, but it's just I just want the shit to be better, and I feel like Oda's dropped a lot of weight off his shoulders by getting rid of this trader arc, like the trader plot line, so you can focus more on, all right, now Luffy, Law, and Kid's back in the story. Let's go. You know what I mean?
No, that's true. And then it's like, I know when I said it on Grand Stream, I was like, man, how did Luffy and Law and Kid just pop up out of nowhere? And Black was like, man, now you mad about stuff just for no reason.
Man, don't listen to him. I had that same question. Like, yo, Kid said he didn't want to work with nobody again, but he showed up at the exact same port at the exact same time with everyone else. So he's either working with them and going back on his word, or this is the biggest, coincidence of all time. Both are bad, in my opinion.
Well, I kind of look at it as Law being the mastermind behind that, because he pretty much can be in Wano or around Wano at any point in time,
Right.
Room, just transport himself anywhere he can find Kid. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. All right, look, I need your help. You know what I'm saying? We need your help in order to take down Kaido. I know you want to take down Kaido and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew what was going on with Kid and everything then too. So, I would probably assume like Law had the most. He was the most person involved in that as far as like bringing Kid back. But
that's still working with someone though. Like, just because it's Law, and Law's a little more persuasive and can actually talk to you instead of Luffy being like, I'm saying, ridiculous and just saying shit. Law can plan, but I don't. It just shows like weak conviction and not actually, like, we can't put, because usually we could put a lot of stocks into big grandiose like panels of characters saying, I'm gonna do this, I'm not gonna do this. But now Law, Kid at the first chance would teaming up with someone would team up with them right after he had that whole thing with Killer. And Killer being the cost, in his mind, the cost of doing business with other people. He had to give up his whole crew, and Killer's like probably like that for the rest of his life, because he might not know how to fix it. And he might not ever fix it.
Well, that's where Law comes in. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's been days since we saw Kid, right? And let's say Law came to him between then and was actually able to Surgeon of Death, remove whatever that is inside of
that'd be fire.
Killer, and he, reverted, like he's back to normal self. So it's like, you know what, you saved Killer, I'll join up with y'all fools for now, but then right after that we go back to being, enemies or whatever.
Okay, that works out actually.
Yeah, like that would be that's like, Law is the only person that can fit that. So I'm like, if that's the case, cool, but outside of that, it's gotta make sense. Like,
that's just a really good point. Well, I'm hoping for that. That would not diminish, but that would take away one of Chopper's feats. Like Chopper, I guess if Law could do it from his ability, and then Chopper could not know that Law did it, and he can just find a way to cure the smiles himself. That way, they both did it, having doctor feats. But if Law did it first, it was like. But I mean, no one's really thinking about Chopper, so I guess it'd be really cool. Like I'm really hoping for your theory now. That's actually pretty dope. Like Kid kind of owes Law a favor now, and he's repaying him. So that takes care of Kid going back on his word. He only went that hard because Killer got hurt. So if Killer gets fixed, you can almost say, okay, I can bend the rules now, because it's like that was the whole reason for me getting mad in the first place. And,
right.
Yeah.
I mean, in all honesty, like, I'm not knocking Chopper, but Law's the better doctor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
By leaps and bounds. It's like Chopper,
it's not fair because
that's his fruit. He's able to do things Chopper could never do in a million years, because like they both could have the same amount of medical knowledge, but it's just like the ability to perform that. Law has that in spades. Like he can do anything, and Chopper has he has to go through blood vessels and tissue and all that, and Law's just like nah, and cut that out, and we good to go. He can remove people's fucking his fruits are almost like Kuma's fruit. Because he's pushing out people's personalities, Law, and Kuma's pushing out people's pain. Both intangible things that you shouldn't be able to touch and move around, but they're both doing it.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. Their fruit art is similar in a way. That's kind of cool. Oh, shit. But yeah, since the flashback is officially over, what would you give One Piece's longest flashback? Number rating, since, we love to do that.
One Piece's longest flashback. I would probably give it I'll give it a solid 8.
I like it. We're not going down the rabbit hole we did last time, trying to separate it. I'm just going to be like, everything in the flashback was everything in the flashback, and that's what made it good. So I think I'm gonna come right behind you with a 7.
Okay.
I've been thinking about it for a while. I wanted to give it like a 6 or a 5, but I'm just not that pessimistic of a person. Like I'll break shit down and pick at it, but I won't go into it like upset or mad about anything, because at the end of the day, what I'm saying, is One Piece, oldest story. I can have my gripes about it, but at the same time, it's like the history of the author and what he's made me feel in the past for his characters and the story. Being able to continue such a grand story for such a long time and fitting in little pieces, like I can appreciate the craftsmanship and the mastery it takes to get all these things that you got going on in your head on paper and make it make some sense over 20 years. Like, I have trouble making sense 20 minutes straight. So it's like, yo, this nigga 20 years going ham, so can't be too critical on shit sometimes. So I definitely give it a 7. So I feel that.
Yeah, I was kind of between a 7, 7.5, and 8. And I'm like, the 7 only would taken away the white beard and Roger stuff. I'm like, I would drop a whole point for that. You know what I'm saying? So I would take all that out. I'll put it at 7. But having that in there, and that's still a part of Odin, I'm like, you know what?
You gotta be fair. We wouldn't have got that without the flashback. So yeah. I wonder, for your rating system, I would say Whitebeard's a whole point for itself. Since Whitebeard and Roger was in it, would that be 2 points you have to drop if you had to take out all of that? Because Whitebeard's a point by himself, man, and the Pirate King is a whole point. So at least a point.
I ain't doing that, man. I'm putting. I'm leaving all that itself as a all of that as a whole thing.
I feel it. Getting the semantics now, but I had to ask. I had to ask. Fuck, man. Some good stuff. I wish Grand.
Where is Apu at, man?
You said what?
Like Apu is? You think Apu's on the ship?
Yeah, Apu. Yo, wait. Okay, here's how I feel about that. Apu is another one of Law's greatest, most hated person right now because of what happened with because of what happened at the island. He betrayed him. Apu probably did, the main villain thing where he's like, ah ha ha, I was working with him the whole time, and then Kaido beat his ass, and last thing Kid saw was Apu smiling and shaking hands with Jack or some shit. So it was like, he definitely knows Apu betrayed him. So if Apu was there now, it would be kind of cool because right now everyone assumes it's either going to be a naval battle, one of the second One Piece second naval battle, big one, and or they think it's just going to be the I'm about to say the Monster Trio, but the Sabaody 3, whatever you want to call it. They're going to be destroying a ship each because I think there's 3 ships. There's 3 supernova, so they're going to destroy 3 ships each. Have a really cool moment, displaying their powers and shit, and then they're going to go to Onigashima. That could be a way it goes, or like you said, Apu could be on one of those ships, and now it's Apu versus Kid, and the other 2 ships may have semi-important people on it, like maybe 2 of the Flying 6 are on the other ships, and Apu is with them because Apu was with the numbers when we first saw him, and I think that the Flying 6 is a part of the numbers. I think it's just the strongest or the weakest of the numbers, because if you go from one, I'm thinking they're going from it's ascending order. So page 1 was literally the one of the numbers, and they might be the weakest, and whoever's 10, which is X Drake, could be the strongest. So that means 9, 8, and 7 I don't think we've seen yet, and for some reason they aren't included in the Topiropo, which is weird because the page 1 is a Flying 6.
The Flying 6 should be separate from that, though. The numbers. I'm assuming, if we're continuing with this card theme that the Beast Pirates have, Joker obviously being the Joker, Kaido's the Ace, King, Queen, and Jack are King, Queen, and Jack.
Right. And
the rest of the numbers should be 2, from the card deck, 2 through 10.
It should be. And from that, if you believe King is stronger than Jack, then like I said before, it should be in ascending order. So Kaido's up top, King below, Queen below, Jack, X Drake is below Jack. So then 9 should be below, Drake, whoever that is. Page 1 is the only other person with a number in his name that we've seen. And if it's ascending order, that means page 1 is the weakest of people with numbers in their names. And since we're going with the whole card thing, the Flying 6, even though they said they were the strongest for some reason, I think those were just the first 6 of the cards. You know what I'm saying? So it would be whoever the other 5 would be, but page 1 would be the weakest because typically in a card deck 1 isn't there or is represented by the Ace, which is Kaido right now. And since the Ace can be 1 or 11, you know what I'm saying, page 1 is probably just the representation of the 1. Because I have no idea. It'd be weird, you know what I'm saying, if there was the Flying 6 and it was page 1 and there was another dude who was the 1 or the 2, you know what I mean? So I think it just all flows together because it would make no sense to have 2 things dealing with numbers, because the Flying 6 and the numbers, they also have a 1 through 6. It'd just be kind of weird to me.
I see what you're saying.
The numbers are only 7 through 10.
Well, it wouldn't be 10 because DS Drake. I don't know. I don't know because X Drake is like the leader of the Flying Six, right? But he's 10. So I don't know. I don't know.
Well, Apu was saying with the numbers too, so wouldn't he be like the head of the numbers or no?
He would be like Hawkins would be. Like Hawkins didn't I don't think he had an actual like well I think Hawkins was a headliner actually. So I think he's just everyone that's like complimentary to his crew. He doesn't include
Headliner.
yeah, it's like a headliner. Well then that's not true because DS Drake is the 10 and and if DS Drake is a 10, that means he didn't have a 10 before Drake got there, which would be weird if his whole crew was already set up like number cards, unless Drake took the place of the previous number 10. You know what I mean?
Didn't Drake beat Scotch?
Scotch could have been the 10. He could have, but it's like he doesn't have a 10 in his name, but he could have just been the 10th number, but then all the numbers look like monsters, like, you know what I'm saying? Which is still interesting that, you know, they whatever it was big enough and strong enough to pick up both Inu and Neku, which was strong enough to fight Jack, even though it was 20 years in the past.
Because Scotch had numbers on him when we saw him, kind of like how it was in Thriller Bark. Maybe that's like partial of the numbers too. Well, why they call numbers? What if? Nah, that wouldn't make sense. I was gonna say, what if Kaido kept some of Moria's crew, like one of the stronger ones?
That would be crazy.
And Moria
there was
trying to get his crew back.
There were some people that look like Moria's crew in that number shadow, and the numbers couldn't. Numbers might not be just the top like 10 good dudes. I was looking before. The dude, I think Daifuku or Daifuki, that Scorpion dude. He had he had a number on his shirt, and I think it was like 48 or 46. Like, what are the numbers of just the other numbers up to 100? I always had that. That was an earlier theory. Like, there's like 100 numbered people in a crew with specific jobs and specific names and shit. So it was like the top 10, you know what I'm saying, are like the strongest, of course, but then there's like 11 through like 100, basically. That'd be a little interesting thing, I think. Is what you call it, dropping in and out. Oh, is this black?
What stuff?
What's happening, black?
Because then that would kind of tie into how it was pre-time skip with Crocodile and having that structure system.
Yeah, it would be cool to have another like well, I mean, Big Mom had a weld-oil machine, but it would just be a different one and shit.
When you look at her, she had an army separate, and then she had, you know, her commanders, and then she had other people that were granted associated with that army, but also had their own like
divisions and stuff. Because there was like a whole division of people that could skywalk, and they were all like color coordinated and shit. It was like, oh shit, the skywalk unit, and then the enraged army. So it was like, yeah, it was a lot of there's a lot of rank and file in Big Mom's thing, which was just pretty dope.
Question with that: when we saw Capone with Sanji now, he asked, "How can he walk in the air like that? Like, how can he do that?" But you've been on Big Mom's. At no point you saw none of these niggas skywalk.
That is actually kind of crazy. Well, I mean, at the same time, this is the first time Big Mom's Island's probably been attacked since Capone's been there, so they would have no reason to be out skywalking if everything is good, you know?
Just for travel?
That's true. I wouldn't walk if I could skywalk. I just skywalk everywhere. So I feel that. Well, I guess Black is having trouble. He keep popping in and out because I definitely can't hear this fool.
I can't hear him either.
He got the trash mic. Talking about the trash mic. Ooh. Yeah, man. Friday. Glad I got to get the stream up and started uh before Friday the 13th ended, because it was a good day. You know, I had to celebrate the coincidence of, you know what I'm saying, the chapter coming out, me breaking 50, and it being Friday the 13th all on the same day. So I was like, yeah, I need to get the stream up.
Oh, I saw this one. That reminds me. I saw this meme. It said, "What if Kobe was the one thing that was holding this world together?"
Fuck Kobe. Oh, you talking about Kobe Bryant? Oh, you talking about Kobe
Yeah.
in One Piece? Okay. That's funny.
No, not that. But I'm talking like with, in reference to this whole coronavirus shit.
Yeah, man. Kobe was stop. He was the hero we needed, but didn't know you know what I'm saying? Didn't know we wanted. He was out here stopping the coronavirus, and he's R.I.P. Kobe. As soon as he took off, all hell broke loose. He was
2020's been fucking shit up like crazy.
Yeah, it's actually kind of wild. Oh, mad I just got my fucking YouTube started. I'd be so mad if I finally get to 50 and then like the internet shuts down or something because the world is just fucked. Like, really, nigga? I just
The internet will stay. Communication would be the most important thing. One of the most important things.
That's exactly why you attacked that first. So
Like I said, the only thing that will really like
the coronavirus can attack the internet.
nah, man.
The only thing that we're gonna finish and blow is if somebody dropped the EMP.
That'd be crazy.
Like a few EMPs, they'll be like, all right, yeah, you know what? Well, I'm going off the grid.
Facts. And be in the woods, man, living like a. Have you seen the Punisher, the Netflix Punisher?
I have not watched that yet, bro, and I should have already.
Fucking god, Nap. What are you doing, man?
Well, I was going through my rewatch of Marvel, and I got held up on Iron Fist because it's so fucking trash.
It's so
that I could not
trash. It's so trash, bro. That shit hurts my feelings. Daredevil was so good. Jessica Jones was so good. Luke Cage, bro. I think
Luke Cage is good too.
I think I have a hard time deciding between like the first and second season for Daredevil. First one I want to say is my favorite. Actually, no. First season of Daredevil and like the second season of Punisher. This Punisher's so good. I gave you that movie link, right? The link to the movie site.
Yeah.
When you get a chance, man, you gotta watch the Punisher Netflix series. It's a masterpiece. I can't remember if there was 2 or 3 seasons. I want to say 2. That shit hit hard, especially when I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, shit goes down, man.
And I've seen Daredevil. I mean, with the Punisher stuff, I'm pretty familiar with it as far as like reading on them and stuff.
Yeah. Oh shit.
If you don't know about I like the album.
What album? What happened?
Jay Electronica's album.
Oh, did that come out?
Yeah, it came out yesterday. Said, man, this for a debut album, average album at best. Damn.
That's crazy. People not fucking with Jay Electronica? Is it that one called A Written Testimony?
Yeah.
Might have to give it a listen. Saying you can check my name's on the book. Earth, Wind, and Fire, the verse, rain on the hook. Cause that nigga.
I think we were expecting so much more in that. Some people were expecting more in that first album of his because of like the lyricy that he brings, but I went in unexpected, so I guess that's why.
It's hard, man, because it's like that's what drives people into being a fan of yours. Because it's like normally you can go into anything and be like not expecting shit, and then if it does, above average, then you're probably like, oh shit, well, you know what I'm saying, you might gas it a little more because you weren't expecting anything. But then once you start expecting stuff from people and they pass your expectation, that's how you get people to become fans instead of just someone that appreciates what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just be like, all right, you put out kind of mediocre, then good, mediocre, good, then put out great. And it's like, all right, cool. If you put out like, you know what I'm saying, just great constantly, and then you put out, you know what I'm saying, like below great, people like, oh man, I want you to, keep getting better, keep growing, because I don't want to, I don't want you to, I don't want to sit here and watch your plateau stage. I want to see you trying to become better. I think that's what a lot of people have with their expectations. I don't think it's a bad thing to expect more out of people when you kind of scout people out for their talent based on what you think they could do in the future. So if they kind of work below that, but they can be good, that's what missed expectations are, and I don't think that's always a bad thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta have a certain level of expectations. What you say, Florian?
Partially how I feel about One Piece.
Oof.
That's fair, actually. I didn't even think about that. Well, I know my man Nap is a strong One Piece advocate. So, do you think you've kind of been set up for disappointment? Or, yeah, because it's like I don't know if Oda has the muscle to pull off making people feel like how he felt when the story first started, with how Wano's everything is going. Do you think the past of One Piece is just too much for Oda to get over completely, and wow was to the point of like, oh wow, I didn't know he had it in him, again?
You talking to me or Florian?
I'm talking to you, Nap. Because I know how you feel about, One Piece and people putting too much expectations on what the chapter should be instead of letting it just be. But I was saying, like, based off of Oda's past works and where he set the bar, really. Because he set the bar for himself by putting out fire. And then if you put out fire and then you put out something good, it's like, okay, that's good, but where's the fire? Because I came to you for fire. I didn't come to you for good every now and then. You know what I mean?
Okay. So, I think that it's fair for people to have certain expectations. I do. But, with those expectations, I guess, for me at least, I feel like you should have those expectations in a proper way, if that makes sense. If Oda doesn't normally draw fights like that, this and the third, you shouldn't expect more fights in the series.
That's reasonable.
Because even in making this proclamation saying, Wano's going to be better than Marineford, if we have that understanding, like, know what that's going to bring, you look at Marineford, you read that, and then you just understand that it's going to be better. So, and you leave it at that. But the expectation of what's going to mean more, amplified fights, people actually doing more than clashing, I wouldn't go in with that.
Yeah.
Because if you read Marineford, you just understand it's going to be better. Like, just leave it at that.
Because there's a bunch of areas that Oda could classify as what he has planned for the Wano to be, that doesn't include fights. Like, it could be better emotion or better, structure, more clashes, but not exactly more in-depth clashes. Like people probably want to see some of their favorite characters, at least how they stack up against you know what I'm saying, other people, because we only got to see Odin clash against Roger once. He only clashed with Whitebeard once, but it was like they're on a pirate crew, and Roger seems eager to fight. They can't always run across strong people they can have a good fight with. So I would imagine them either practicing on each other or sparring with each other, but they never showed that. Just like they never showed the Straw Hats chilling on the ship. Oda definitely didn't have time to show Odin just kind of chilling, but actually he did. He took a panel, showed him chilling with Momo and Hiyori, but that was for a purpose, I want to say. But you know, regardless, you can't go in thinking he's going to give you everything you want, because there's a lot of people he has to please, and they have a lot of different tastes. You know what I'm saying? He probably gets a lot of letters from a lot of people that complain about fights, they complain about pacing, they complain about 100 different things. So it's like, just to expect one thing to get better because you wanted to get better is kind of ridiculous.
The thing that I've seen, and something that you guys just brought up, the off-screening of the fights only started happening in Wano. It didn't happen like anywhere else in One Piece.
Off-screening fights. Hold up. Akainu and
Only other-
Aokiji.
Yeah, those are the only two outside of Wano that was off-screen. Everything else that like, it was just like, you know, there weren't fights, or we just know that stuff happened, but like it wasn't in like in-depth things that we got saying like, oh yeah, they fought.
No,
When you
because
look
Cracker and Luffy was kind of off-screen into the last.
Kind of, but we saw like that's the thing, because at that point, if you're gonna say it's like that, then we're never gonna see the full. If we're having battles that are lasting like days long at a time,
Well, yeah,
right?
we're never going to see
Or
every
hours,
second of the
the
fight.
whole thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But he
He's
skips.
going to show you the big important parts.
Yeah, I feel that.
Because like when we cut back to it, they said, all right, this is what's been happening these past couple hours, and they said, oh, Luffy's been Nami's been softening up the crackers, and Luffy's been eating them.
Yeah, it's just kind of crazy that Cracker didn't. After like the 7th round of, you know what I'm saying, crackers and these bitch softening them and this motherfucker eating them, there's a certain point I'm like, all right, I gotta come up with a different strategy. But he didn't. For hours he said they're doing the same thing, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about skipping fights. Yeah, you might be right. I can't think of any right now off the top of my head that got like off screen.
A whole what's the name of being at the Reverie, bro. Just got off screen.
Oh yeah, Sabo and what's the name? Yeah, you're right. Sabo and Revolutionaries got off screen.
That happened in Wano. I mean, like during Wano.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I mean,
No,
yeah. Wait.
Yeah,
no, bro. Like, okay, I'm on. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm on your side of that as far as saying it's fair. I am. I'm just being like devil's advocate right now. So it's the reason why I'm saying it's not fair is because you present us with this information. We already seen the foundation from this with Dressrosa between Sabo and Fujitora, right? And then now you give us a fight, like a full fight with these guys. And the reason why you don't want to show what happened is because there's a situation that occurs between Sabo, TV, Kuma, and it's made it to seem like something happened to where, if not one, but all three of the possibly died. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody died, then something happened. You know what I'm saying? So I get why you don't show it. I understand. But you could have gave us the initial first few and then like just transition from that. That would have been fine.
Thanks.
We got Green Bull fighting in there, and he could have still been shaded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it could have been like him transitioning or whatever it was, like something showcasing his power, and then just transition. Would have been fine. People would have, the amount of theories that just would have came from that, and just the hype around it would have been amazing.
I didn't even have to show them Yeah, you got to show them touching swords. Just show them standing in front of each other, and we've been good to go. But yeah, man, off screen is still always a problem, and it'll always be a problem because we want to see anything. We want to see how we're so entrenched in One Piece. People will go ham just to see how Green Bull holds his weapon. Like, just to see, is he a backhand style nigga? Does he have clubs? Like, we're starving for information. So it's not like you just had to show, you know what I'm saying, a couple clashes or no one's gonna buy One Piece. It's like, yo, we're gonna buy it, and we're gonna complain, we're gonna buy it after that. Well, no one's buying it here in these streets, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna read, we're gonna theorize, we're gonna love the series and devote most of our time to it, or a good chunk of our time to it. So it's like, yeah, just fan service. I feel like mangaka and artists be focusing on like the wrong fucking fan service. Like, fan service should be, you know what I'm saying, titties and all that, but it should be cool ass panels that we've been waiting on for decades. Like, I need the right type of fan service from Oda at this point. Like,
I mean, we got that with the movie.
Fucking movie, get out of here. I need canon things that are actually going to be brought up in the story. Like, there's a handful of things that you can say that the movie has brought to the canon. Shiki.
The movie was like, you know what I'm saying?
The movie was, I liked Boa with her 4.0 running. That was dope. And she was just like taking off. That was cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got the end too. Oof.
Where am I going, Jesus?
I mean, Sanji, you know, pulling up on my man's name, Lucci. You know, that's act. He's on that level and greater. You know what I'm saying? Like,
big facts. Preach, my brother. Preach.
That nigga Zoro getting taught by Mihawk. You know, that's acting. You know what I'm saying? It's
very accurate. Oh, alright. I promise I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I just want to know what Florian's opinion is about whether or not Enma's a power-up.
Yeah.
You say so you're of the mind that Enma, as soon as Zoro touched Enma, he became a stronger individual.
I wouldn't say like that, but
okay.
As soon as he masters it, he will become stronger.
So, when you have a pistol, let's just say, in a game, and then you're given a version of that pistol that is stronger than the previous version that you had, there's no intermediary in between you getting that gun and you having your other gun. Someone gives you the gun, you're powered up. That's a power up, right? Your gun is be able to produce either more bullets, faster, or more powerful bullets, right? So if we go off that logic, then how is Zoro sort of power up if it didn't make him stronger as soon as he received it? It would be more in the vein of a tool or like a weight bench. You're not stronger because you bought a weight bench. You're strong, or you're going to get stronger by using the weight bench and eventually getting used to the weight that you put on the bar. That's kind of how I thought about it. So like, what's your opinion on what, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that and the raid suit, because I guess that's a whole nother conversation about it. But yeah, so you're not on the side of it being like a stronger gun, but more of a tool, is what you're saying, right?
No, it's definitely a stronger sword as well as a stronger tool
But
because this is
we've seen that the power of the sword is to extract hockey from you and make you use it. How is it like stronger because it's just taking from you? It would be different if
well,
it's
that's
like the sword
well
produced it on its
that was
own.
scene, that scene was mainly put there to imply that you need to become a strong swordsman in order for it to like for you to tame the blade. It's not supposed to do that automatically, right?
What are you saying?
So it's like how Zoro had to kind of prove himself with that curse blade he got.
Yeah, when he
Had
threw
to
it up in the
prove.
sky.
Yeah.
Oh, so wait. So you're saying that was just like there's like a one time thing, like the sword was like, hey, this is what it is in the streets, and then it just never did that again.
No, it will do that as long as he doesn't. Ooh, wow, that hurts. Let's.
This nigga.
It's gonna continue to do that as long as he's not. He's not. I mean, as long as he's weak. Like not like I'm not saying Zoro's weak, of course, but you understand.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
as long as
As
he
long
doesn't
as he's not on the
the
right
sword.
level to use the sword effectively, it's gonna keep taking his hockey. So it does. So it does more damage than good, right? Is what it's looking like.
As long as he doesn't as long as he's doing what he's doing.
So then it's not a power up.
No, it will be a power up once he masters it.
It's still a power before master.
Why would it be a power up after he
It is,
map?
but it hurt him more than it's going to help him because he's not going to be able to control it.
Exactly. So that's not giving you power. That's making it so it's facilitating it so that you can achieve a certain rank. But if you're losing more stats than you're gaining when you first get it, that's not a power up. Because you're not getting stronger. You're having to deal with more while fighting, and that's going to put you under pressure and make you grow. But that's not going to make you stronger off the fact that you now have this weapon. But I said I wasn't going to spend much time on it. I just wanted Florian's kind of take on it. And I'm glad he kind of sees it in the same vein as me. Not the same, because he's saying it's a power up after he trains. But I'm focusing on the fact he says after. That's all I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Semantics.
As long as he masters it, as long as it's not like a double-edged sword, right? As long as he it uses it and it benefits him, then it's a power up.
Cool. So we're gonna
As
transition.
right now, what we've seen,
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to benefit him altogether because it's going to harm him more.
I agree. My nigga. Now, on to Sanji's raid suit.
As soon as he picks up that sword, it is a power up.
Yo.
As soon as he uses that sword, it is a power up. Even when he trains, and furthermore, it is still a power up.
Why
It's
is
strong with or without the sword.
how you stronger without the sword if it's a power up?
He gonna get stronger anyway without the sword because he's trained. So that's
But that
regardless.
doesn't
But when he gets
doesn't
that
count.
sword, it's gonna make him even more stronger. Yes, it does.
So
Yes, it
so if
does.
he was fighting someone when that sword took his arm out like that, he's not at that moment at a disadvantage.
Wait, say that again?
He's fighting someone. He pulls out Enma.
Mhm.
He does a slash. He wants to do a 110-pound Phoenix or 180-pound Phoenix, but then he does a greater 3,000 worlds instead because the sword pulls the hockey out of him. So now he's drained from his arm all the way to his fucking right titty. So all that's gone and drained of hockey. At that moment, is Zoro now not weaker because of the sword and at a disadvantage?
He's weaker, yeah, because of the sword.
So the sword isn't a power up if it's taking something from you to perform something that you don't even want to perform. It is a hassle. It is a nuisance.
Gear 4 is a power up, but it's still like everything has for everything in the world there is a good and bad. There is a yin and yang, right?
But there's nothing that happens in Gear 4 during the battle that you know what I'm saying, that isn't good. Like Luffy has that 30 minutes to play around, and then he has the drawback afterwards. But every time Zoro is trying to like actually do attacks with it, he's getting the negative instantly. You know what I'm saying? Like if like say if every time Luffy went into Gear 4th and he threw a punch, he shrunk back into Chibi Luffy. There would be no way that he, you know what I'm saying, would bust out Gear 4th, except for when it's like a finishing move, because it's so much of a detriment. It's almost not even a power up. If he only gets one punch in Gear 4th every time he goes it, you know what I'm saying? So it's not a power up.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's still a power up, bro. Like,
What is the definition of power up? I don't understand.
Okay, so this is what I like to do. I'm gonna give you a definition of power up, and I'll give you my definition based on that.
Okay. 'Cause we need the facts out here.
That's all I'm about, man. You know. So power up definition in the dictionary, right? The action of switching on an electrical device, especially a computer. In a video game, a bonus that a player can collect and give, and that gives their character an advantage, such as more strength or firepower. Right?
Right.
So, for me, that's all they got. So I don't give nothing less. The emphasis on can collect.
This
And that
nigga
gives
go.
the character an advantage. This nigga collected a sword. Now he has an advantage. You're focused on the disadvantage, which is fair, but the advantage that he has now, which is what I was specifying the other day, of him essentially skipping a step, literally skipping a step, as opposed to Luffy advancing through this step of learning Ryo, that part. Like, yeah, Zoro had Ryo, but actually learning Ryo. And we haven't seen that. We don't know if he went through the process because of Miho. So because that's not in the story, we don't know. That's I don't add it to. So that's why I say that. So him skipping this portion and then having this advantage now. That part. So he now with having that advantage creates more firepower, not more strength.
Okay.
That's a power.
So I'm gonna go back and focus on the advantage part. The advantage that he has, the firepower that he has not been added upon. It is not.
What?
So wait, Zoro could do anything that Enma makes him do. So him cutting the cliff, he could do that already. If Enma was to drain Zoro of every drop of his haki, that's the overall amount of haki and strength Zoro could exert by himself without Enma. Enma is making him go 100% of what he has and putting it out at once. Zoro could already do that. Zoro is not now producing 120% because he has Enma. He's just not being able to ration it off at a reasonable rate, which is why his arm went into a state that he's never seen before and that we've never seen before. Like a haki drained armament state. So if
you know why Zoro could not do that?
Couldn't do what?
You know why Zoro could not go 100% of Ryo?
Not of Ryo, just 100%.
That's what Enma is. Enma allows you to do that. We have not seen Zoro do that. Because we have not seen him do that, he's not capable of doing those things.
What do you say
That's
that?
where Enma comes in.
When you say that, you mean we've never seen Zoro use Ryo haki?
No. Well, yes. We've never seen Zoro. Well, we've
See,
never seen Zoro use the blackened form of hockey tied into with his swords being able to put, again, emphasizing Rio, put his hockey inside of an object. We have not seen that in post time skip at
but
any point
but
in the
why
series.
why is that? Why do you think that's what he's doing with the cliff?
I don't think that's what he's doing with the cliff. What I assume what the sword does is what was stated as far as from Enma is pulling your hockey. Okay,
Yeah, pulling your hockey, not your Ryo. It doesn't make you use a specific version of hockey. It just pulls it out.
it does though. I got to go back because it's like the other they were talking about that and they said it.
Right, but when we seen him use Enma, Zoro uses arm and hockey. He knows how to use arm and hockey. So I think the sword was hockeyed up and his arm was hockeyed up, right? But Odin had the same sword and he never hockeyed up once. You see what I'm saying? So it pulls out what you know how to do. Zoro's thing was arm and hockey and a mixture of Ryo. So that's what came out.
But Odin did use hockey.
He never used armament hardening. Zoro had hardening on his arm. That's why it was black, and I think it was on the sword as well. Like hockey was emanating off of it. Zoro's regular hockey that he always uses. Zoro now knows how to hockey up his arms, and he knows how to put black coating on the blade, and that's exactly what happened. But Odin's, if you go back to Roger's clash, Whitebeard's clash, Kaido's clash, he never had his hockey on his sword or arm at any point. So it's like, why is it bringing out this armament hardened version for Zoro and not for Odin? Because they're two different people, and I don't even think Odin knew how to do hardening because he was so good at Ryo. So it adds to my theory that Enma only pulls out what you have, and that's what Zoro had. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't see, I just don't see how the sword itself can just add to your, I guess the best way we can put it is your hockey reserve. It would have to have like, we would have to delve in the territory of the swords having like a hockey pool itself, and then they can share between the host and whatever. It's like, no, it's just kind of a siphoning tool. You have to control how much you know what I'm saying, give out basically.
I'm getting the panels, but I'll
Oh man, I feel it though, because I definitely lied. We weren't supposed to talk about this for a while, and that's exactly what happened. But yeah, nevertheless, it's always fun talking it over with my boy Nap.